too.
I thought so too, but this dude just mad dogged me in my truck, and I got out and he started growling at me. And I'm like, ooh, I don't get paid enough.
I'm not stepping foot in there. It's true.
There's a whole backstory to that, but it's stream time.
Okay, I just gotta.
So I went to.
No.
Okay.
Just give it a second.
Okay, now you can.
Okay, so I took a little bit of time just to get ready for stream. I thought I had switched because I tried to get prepped first, and I thought I had switched my audio from my monitor to my headset. So I was in the bathroom just like brushing my teeth real quick, and I suddenly heard a man and a woman just like talking in my home, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, cause we were having like there was problems with like the water main in our apartment complex this past week. So I thought it was like, oh, maybe they just let themselves into my apartment and are just like inspecting something. So I, cleaned out my mouth, spit it out, walked out, and there was no one there. And I was like, am I insane? Did I hear like a ghost or something? And then Saba goes like, and I was like, oh, okay.
I am
like,
indeed a ghost.
Saba does the wicked witch cackle. Yes, we know.
Saba, get in the parsec.
I'm already here waiting for you.
It literally did not. You lied. You literally
No, I'm literally
lied.
trying to connect with you right now.
Parsec, more like parse dumb.
Nice.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Nice. Looks like
Is there any audio
was
coming
Phoenix.
There should be a very low, like, humming in the background.
It's me.
Okay, I'll have to see. If it's not picking anything up, I'll just restart my thing. But if it is,
It's Blackwill's hog.
How about that, Saba?
oh, I'm definitely not hearing anything then. Okay, let me just disconnect and restart my thing. It's been a while since this happened.
Saba is a master
Look
at wasting
Saba.
my time.
Saba, you have to make it up to us. You must gift us each 10 million subs.
Yes.
You don't even have like a proper channel grant.
So?
You know what? That's fair. Give me 20 million, and I
I'm-
promise to give Grant his
20
share.
million? It went from 1,000
That
to a
seems
million?
fair.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay, we're back. You bet I do. I'm just gonna punch this wall.
Hell yeah! I'm gonna punch this big
Break
statue.
the-
Breaks her fucking hand. Ah! Ah!
No!
Oh, if I may, just because trying to get into the swing of things. So this last week was the Steam Next Fest. Saba and I already did our full spiel on it, just talking to each other, so we don't have to talk about it here. But last week, I also took the time to. I finally started getting caught up on the new Deltarune chapters that came out. Every chapter has a secret boss, as you would expect. The secret boss of chapter 3 is a fuck. It's really hard. Oh, there's Adrian. Hello, Adrian.
Oh, I just
Adrian,
realized I have to
Jesus.
re-download Parsec.
What do you mean re-download part? Why'd you get rid of it?
His new computer.
I have a new computer.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Congratulations.
You sound louder than normal.
Which is good. Which is really good.
I mean, I'm turning him
I have
down
to download
to...
this stupid ass shitty software again.
I mean, I had you have like 190%.
I had him at 200%. I was like, it's not going to get any higher than this, please.
Yeah, that was nice.
I'm turning him down to 100%.
Who knew?
So while we're waiting for Adrian, but yeah, so the secret boss of Deltarune Chapter 3 is really fucking hard, and it delayed me playing Chapter 4 for about a day and a half, which is really fucking annoying. But it was good. It was a good fight. It was just hard, is all.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Grant?
What?
I don't even think you know what the Chapter 3 super boss is, in which case...
I've never played Deltarune.
You shouldn't.
I barely know anything about it other than it's like Toby fucks.
It's like Undertale, but like different. I think.
Gay.
Maybe?
But
gay. Susie X Noel for life.
Those are words he said.
2 characters.
Prove it.
I don't have to. Adrian Living, you still downloading?
This guy.
Yeah. I hate Parsec, dude. This shit sucks.
Well, it's Zach's fault.
Yeah, it is entirely Zach's fault. No one else's fault.
Yeah.
We should crucify Zach.
What?
Oh, finally. I've been waiting for this.
Yet
To finally use
again,
my
another
tools.
instance of a man taking the fall for a woman's mistake. And on Pride Month,
He did everything right, and they.
he indicted.
Alright, let me in.
I
Let me
did everything
in.
right, and they elected
Sacrificed
me.
me.
Let me in.
Alright, you should be in. Here you go.
God, my dick sucked.
I am. God.
Alright. Jesus. Alright, is everyone good?
No.
It's because I can't do. I'm watching this stupid software.
No.
Alright.
Are we voice acting now? You were voice acting
We have
2
all
seconds
4
ago.
people.
Oh, okay. We were just waiting
By
for
your
everyone to show
powers
up.
combined, I am Captain Oboe Stream.
Captain Oboe Stream.
Ah, you saw right through me, didn't you?
Huh? You mean you really have nothing for me?
No, sorry. I just got a little carried away.
It's a new animation, isn't it?
I don't think so.
You've seen it before.
Oh, okay. Oh boy. Bluffing is obviously not her strength. That's really funny, actually. Seems we finally have the real killer in our sights. The only person to threaten Mayor Tenma, push for the municipal merger.
And to be identified as the mayor disguised as Tenmataro is none other than Mayor Tenma's side.
Side.
Florent
That makes
Lavelle.
sense.
Side piece.
Side piece,
piece.
Florent Lavelle.
We're in for a fight tomorrow. Let's banish Tenmataro both literally and figuratively.
Yeah, we'll be fine between the two of us. We could definitely go up against the one guy.
We're fine.
We're fine! We'll send that yokai packing, along with that twisted samurai of a prosecutor. Let's do this. Alright.
Now what?
Are we done? Yeah, I was about to say, are we done? What happened?
Have you seen my badge?
If you check move, it should tell you little
Adrian?
markers of where you need to go.
Adrian, are you okay?
He's
Hello?
running away from the microphone.
Did
It's
you, about to say,
chasing him.
like, I wasn't the only one that heard that, right?
It sounded
know what
like you
you're
were
talking
like,
about.
you can do this and then come back and then.
I'm about to say, it
this."
sounded like you were getting sucked into a wormhole at the start of
You
that
wanna know
sentence.
what the only variable between earlier when you said it was loud was and that was?
What?
Parsec.
I'm sure it contributed a lot.
It did.
Anyway, if you click move, it should probably give you little icons of what you need to do, I think, maybe.
Okay.
Do we just go back to the agency?
Yeah, there wasn't anything else to examine, I guess.
Well, I know I already examined all of the stuff in here. I made sure to do that before the end of last stream.
Do it again. I wasn't looking.
Okay, I wasn't looking.
I wasn't here.
I wasn't here.
Yeah. That was my evil counterpart, Negative Grant, also known as.
Don't do it.
Also known as Negrant.
Yeah.
What did you think it was going to say?
Yeah. Whoa.
It was crazy.
Why
think it
did
was
you
gonna be
say
something
whoa?
Yeah. Why do you think it was gonna be something?
Anyways, go to the foyer.
I'm gonna say Damon Grant.
Damon.
Oh, that's.
Right.
I'm
He's
not
wearing,
evil.
Grant right now is currently wearing a full orange suit.
How do you know?
Like that guy up there.
It's the Kaiser Tenmataro. I stole something. Oh, I stole your widget. I can't believe I actually called that earlier.
You can literally see it on his neck.
It's literally right
I
there.
stole your virginity.
In the blink of an eye, the snap of a finger.
Gone.
You outsiders are ignoring them superstitions to our peril. Mind your own business, will you? I stole something else. Now I got your wrist
And
thing.
our bracelet.
I'm stealing
Thank
all of your
you.
gimmicks.
Kill him.
Oh my
Still
god,
you,
that didn't mute my
Dude, you watch. He's gonna steal all your shit, and then you're not gonna be able to get back before court happens, and you're gonna be left gimmickless in court.
Oh no!
no.
What a tragedy!
You have to
We'll have
run
to
like a
do things like
normal
fucking
lawyer.
cavemen, like the Ace Trains of the olden days used to do.
Ew.
Tanmataro's curses us all unless you stop sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. Stop the investigation. Listen to what them superstitions say.
Right. How about obeying the law before you go obeying the superstitions? Please. Hand me my necklace back right now.
Yo, what?
I will throw you in jail.
Huh?
What are you doing with Widget around your neck? He's mine. You know better than to go around stealing people's stuff like that.
Same goes for my bracelet. I'm just sorry. I promise I won't do it again.
See, this is a stupid. If someone does it like twice, nah, man, you're done. Ha!
This is
He
Saba
almost
stealing
kidnapped my
content.
sweet little Widget.
We're not engaging with this narrative. Because unfortunately, Saba's the one with the actual fan base. I just have co-hosts.
What are you talking about?
Anyway, the big jerk. I'm sorry. I guess you can't teach an old raccoon dog new tricks. As long as we have him here, I guess we should ask him about what happened. I've been a very trustworthy and honest person.
I can't believe you did that. It's one thing to steal a pair of shoes, but to steal a Widget?
Grr. Yipes! Mercy!
Jail!
No!
Jail!
No!
Death.
They'll eat me alive! I can't seem to control my...
Phineas Filch. Death.
Death.
I can't seem to control myself. It's that thieving blood running through my veins. Thieving blood? What's that supposed to mean? I'm glad you asked. The infamous bandit Azuki Kozo? That's how you say that, yeah? Azuki Kozo was my grandpappy. Take a gander at this. Oh, that's horrifying. Okay. You got it. What exactly am I looking at? It looks like another one of those yokai to me. It's none other than the Azuki Kozo, robbed from the rich to give to the poor he did. And he'd leave one of these figures at the scene of the... Ooh, that's kind of interesting. He'd leave one of these at the scene of the crime. What's more, I'm his grandson because he was my grandpappy, because he had sex.
That's
Wow,
how that
you
works.
don't say. See, he's on it. It's the honest truth. What?
Why am I in the dark dimension?
What happened? The sloshing sound of Azuki beans scraping together in the dead of night.
What's my name? Oh,
Azuki is the magical sound of dirty money getting washed clean for giving it out to the poor. I'm Azuki Kozo, washer of money, giver out of wealth, reborn.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Sure. Forget the money. You should be washing yourself of this nasty habit.
Give me a badge.
Should be washing yourself.
Wait a second.
Yeah,
looks
have you
familiar.
seen your face?
Yeah.
The old dusty figure. Hey! What you doing with that there figure? Oh, this? We found it in the Forbidden Chamber. Looks like it'd been there practically forever. Could be my grandpappy broke into the Forbidden Chamber way back. Way back? Way back. Hey, that reminds me. He once told me there's a treasure in that there chamber. Treasure?
Treasure?
Treasure? What do you know about the treasure in the Forbidden Chamber? Only that it's the greatest get-rich-quick chance in the universe. Grandpappy told me... Yeah?
It's a gun.
It's the
greatest group.
You know what? With a single gun, you can make a lot of money very fast.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
Alright, let's take a drink again.
How dare you?
I don't.
All I heard was
Death.
Death. Grandpappy told me all about it. Said there's an amazing treasure in there. There's something amazing in there? Didn't see anything like that, though. Your grandfather didn't, by chance, already steal it, did he? Seeing how there was one of his figurines there, that might just be. That's Grandpappy for you. Bet he washed that treasure up real good before handing it out to the poor. Oh, of course. Because he was so righteous.
Wait, so are we admitting now to a potential motive?
Well, it's his grandpappy from like fucking 100 years ago or whatever.
Yeah,
so I don't.
But they don't know if like the thing, like he actually took it. He's just like guessing. But the idea that there's like hidden treasure in this room, that seems suspicious.
That would be a motive for what's his face, the aide.
To want to get into the Forbidden Chamber, yeah.
I need flecks of gold for my face moisturizer.
Barely even know her.
Moisturizer. In court, you mentioned seeing Tenmataro near the scene of the crime. Sorry I didn't come clean right away, but them superstitions got the better of me. The people of Ninetales sure seem like a superstitious bunch. I'm not surprised you wouldn't want to talk about seeing Tenmataro. Darn right! Them superstitions scare me out of my wits, I tell you! That's why I'm gonna do exactly what they say from now on. Pulls out a book. Kill all outsiders.
Okay, you got it.
You got it, book!
Defense attorneys dressed in red and yellow.
Kill is in red, outsiders is in orange. So you plan on staying here in Ninetales? Yep! I'm gonna keep living right here and keep with the old ways, just like Grandpappy did. Damn superstitions are like a rule book to me. Wait, so you're saying you actually believe in those old wives' tales? And you've been listening to a word I said. I literally told you that, like, multiple times. So the superstitions would be this.
Well, I say that's bullshit.
I say your religion is bullshit. It's clear. Oh, sorry, there's the wrong character. It's clearly written here, ignoring the superstitions will cost you your soul. There is, however, one way to save it. Your immediate departure from the village. So according to this, you shouldn't even be here, let alone talking with us.
Welcome.
You
fucking moron, bitch.
Fucking moron, bitch. You said you plan on staying right here in Ninetales, but if you really believe in superstitions, you would have been long gone by now. I know you've been lying to me. Time to come clean, Mr. Filch.
I know you've been lying and stealing from me.
Ooh.
I think it would be really funny if they start doing the like instead of having him do the animation every time he steals something, if he just randomly starts getting like the defense attorney's badge, and then another defense attorney's badge, and then Maya and not Maya, and then Athena's earring. You know what I mean? Like little accoutrement without
Just keeps adding on.
Yeah, without any animations.
Accoutrement.
Accoutrement.
You were lying about believing in the superstitions, weren't you? Sorry, but I didn't have no choice. So what was the real reason why you couldn't talk about seeing Tenmataro? It's all that pretty boy's fault. Mr. LaBelle, if you know what I mean. He told me not to say a word about seeing Tenmataro.
He told
Said
me
if
he
I-
would kill me.
Said if I did, he'd do to me what them superstitions said would happen.
Immortalize me.
He would take my immortal soul and turn it
Wow.
into, like, lotion.
Ooh.
Oh!
Lotion.
So, Mr. LaBelle who muscled you. Why would Mr. LaBelle want to scare you into silence? Mr. LaBelle was trying to protect that little maid gal. It was on account of the rumor. The one about her being possessed. That rumor.
Unironically, I think Jinxie is the one who's actually possessed here,
I can
which
see
is
that.
funny. I guess we really do have to talk to Mayor Tenma about the possession rumor. Oh my god!
See, watch it!
No, he
Oh,
just...
he stole the
he stole the
superstition.
Okay.
I'll be taking this back now. Kind of like family to me. You could have just asked instead of stealing it.
God, was that all we wanted to ask Mr. Fish? I just remembered that, what is it, LaBelle crunching and destroying the like vital piece of evidence we had.
The blackmail
true.
letter.
I can't freaking believe
Ripping
it.
it to pieces right in front of us, and we just let him go.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that was it. Let's go see Mr. Tenmataro one more time. Just thinking about dealing with that yokai again makes me want to say pass. Gosh. Alright.
Kill him.
Who?
He's right
who?
there. Take his money.
Immortalize me.
Oh, yay! We get to be Grant.
We get to be Grant.
We get to hear
Oh,
Grant.
thank God.
I mean, I'll finally be able to see what it's like to be a normal height.
Finally, Cole's
Normal, he's very
appropriation
tall.
takes him to its natural conclusion.
True. Just take over them. Yeah, normal height. Everyone shorter than me is tiny and short.
Abnormal, freakish even.
Yeah.
Belongs in the Soikus.
The Soikis.
Sweet. Why are you speaking like that?
Oh, Mayor Tenma, you've returned.
Yes, well, Jinxie came by earlier to apply a new charm to my head. It seems to be suppressing the demon within me. I got that dog in me.
I got that crow in me.
I got that crow in me.
That's a relief. Maybe we'll actually get somewhere this time.
So, what can I do for you today?
We'd like to ask you about the rumor that Jinxie's possessed. She allegedly left the yokai evidence at the scene while under a demon's power. At least that's what the prosecution is going to claim at tomorrow's trial. Ah!
I was like, he's totally getting possessed right now.
Ha ha ha! No match is this warding charm for me!
the charm!
Tenma Taro's back. Wow.
Those
Wow!
foolish mortals! They shall regret blaming that child for my doing.
That foolish mortal.
That foolish child!
Foolish.
Adrian,
Foolish child.
They're
we'll deal with it later,
foolish,
never mind.
wielding a foolish charm.
You probably won't drop the act until Jinxie's name is cleared either. Once again,
I got
like
his
this catfish.
fingers.
I want to see your balls.
I see your balls, I will do this to them. We'd like to ask you about something your aide Florent LaBelle mentioned. Did you know Jinxie is rumored to be possessed?
I know not of what you speak.
You're not trying to protect Jinxie, are you?
Just wake up!
No.
I, Tenmataro, demon lord of the yokai, protect a mere mortal. Ha ha ha! No affections do I possess for your race of human.
Please, we already proved there was a third person disguised as yokai at the scene. But if you deny that tomorrow, they'll never be able to clear Mayor Tenma's name.
But I have already told you, I know not of what you speak.
I don't think we'll get anything more out of him.
It's all over unless we can somehow prove that Jinxie didn't plant that
How about we
yokai
say
evidence.
Jinxie is missing? Because isn't she actually missing right now?
Well, she got kidnapped by, what's his face? The
The
LaBelle?
prosecution.
I was
Oh,
gonna say,
LaBelle?
I thought it was LaBelle.
I thought Blackwell was like, "Hey, I need to speak with you," and then
Oh,
yoinked.
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I could see that. And then he just kills her.
Probably.
Well,
That would just happen off screen.
It's
Is
true.
it danger? I think I can prove that she didn't do it.
Can
Really?
we wake up?
I'm falling asleep.
It's too early in the morning, man.
I should be able to use psychology
Shut the fuck
to explain that. Oh, I should be able to use
Go on.
psychology for a mystical thing.
Back to supernatural mystic power, psychology.
True.
Psychology.
Knock yourself out then. Wow, Athena's really something with her powers.
With her powers and psychology.
I can really count on her when it counts to count.
1.
How two? I was thinking the same exact thing. That was really funny. Mayor Tenma, Jinxie, I'm pretty sure isn't possessed. I believe her self-possession episodes are a form of somnambulism. I'm sorry. We saw an animated cutscene where, sure, she kind of looked like she was kind of sleepy and eepy, but she turned into a crow person.
She's a little eepy.
She's a little eepy sleepy.
That's somnambulism. You mean sleepwalking?
Yes, I believe she is exhibiting a rare form of the disorder where she turns into a crow.
That's pretty rare.
Brought on by repressed stress.
What is she stressed about?
What could she possibly be stressed about? He's just doing like
Yeah.
this crow thing all day.
Oh, Mr. Mayor, didn't her symptoms start soon after she began her job in Ninetails Field? It does make it harder when both me and Apollo have the same first letter in our
That
name.
is true.
When the child visited she did speak of dreading yokai and how they rob her of sleep each night.
I knew it. I mean, yes, it was a very legitimate guess. The lack of sleep is causing her
Yes!
to enter an unconscious state. Nothing. And that means she can't be trying to protect you, at least not on a conscious level.
So then the Tenmataro that was spotted at the manor wasn't Jinxie.
Sleepwalking, eh? That would indeed explain the matter.
Hearing you vocally shift gears like a semi truck is very fun.
Okay, now we're.
Look, Temataro's spirit. It's left the mayor's body.
Can you tell us the truth now, Mr. Mayor?
Very well. It's the least I could do for a superb exorcist such as you, and your magical powers.
Mayor Tenma, you didn't leave those feathers and tracks at the scene, did you?
I did not. Neither I nor Jinxie have anything to do with that. That was the killer's doing, no doubt.
What makes you so sure? Are you the killer?
No.
He was in the room. Oh, don't forget that. I knew it.
You suspect Florent is behind all this. But why? Did he really want Ninetails Vale that badly?
No, he wanted treasure.
Can you think of any
Treat.
reason why?
Treasure?
Treasure.
Looking back, he did seem fixated on Tenmataro for a spell. Ah, could it be? Perhaps he was attempting to release Tenmataro.
Uh-huh.
Aren't you arguing that you're Tenmataro though?
Shut up.
Shut your face.
That's your face in your mouth hole.
That's your mouth hole. That's crazy. Are you saying that yokai is real?
Whatever the case, Tenmataro brings nothing but pain and misfortune.
That doesn't really answer the question.
Shut up. It says the superstitions warn you must not gaze upon him nor free him from his prison.
But how could people
Shut
actually
up.
believe that?
I'll kill you.
Just everything he says.
Well, at least we know who's behind this whole Tenmataro thing now.
Yeah, and I think we need sorry.
How freaking dare you!
You
Stop
must not
it!
gaze upon him. You must not lesbians upon him. You must not even straights upon him.
Oh, you'll fucking yawn.
I don't know, man. Sorry, I'm just so tired. I'm not getting enough oxygen in my
Got me.
office. Yeah, and I think we need to have another nice long chat with Mr. LaBelle.
I think we need to bully someone.
Adrian.
Oh shit! The dinner is ready, Your Malevolence.
Ah, in offering to the Demon King, you may place it right there.
The kitchen crew poured their heart and soul into making it. We're down 3 members now.
Did they now? Souls happen to be a favorite of mine. Just hold the hearts next time. Ha ha ha!
Yes, Your Malevolence, I remember that.
How long is he planning to keep up this yokai charade? Well, we've already talked to Mr. Filch and Mayor Tenma, so why don't we go see Florent LaBelle next? Now that we know the truth, he won't be able to...
We can have even less evidence when he
Correct.
rips apart.
he just starts like the animation is literally just him like picking up an item from our inventory and then crushing it before he says the next sentence. Like what's his face in the coffee mugs?
He goes up to Apollo and Athena is like, I don't think you'll need psychology for this. He just takes Athena.
Crushes her.
Crushes her in his hand.
Oh no!
He won't be able to claim that the Tenmataro was Jinxie or the mayor anymore. But the real question
question
sorry.
is,
her lips were
are we
moving!
going to get him to admit it was him?
Well, we want him to do that in court, don't we?
Soldier boy.
Oh, different color again.
Okay, now let's practice that again. Filchy from the top of the stairs.
Mr. LaBelle was in the foyer at the time of the crime, and when he heard a scream, oh heck, what's the next part again?
You have the memory capacity of a flea. This is the 13th time you know.
I think 30th.
Oh,
Even
you're
worse.
right. This is the 60th time you know.
This is the 7,000th time.
And now 100 more times and we're done.
This is the
Right.
first time, you know.
Yeah, this is the first time. I haven't even told you anything.
What on earth are they practicing?
Testimony.
Aw, I ain't cut out for this. Whoopsie daisy! Oh,
Wait, what did he steal?
Yeah. I thought he was gonna steal the spritzer.
No, I think he's touching that constantly, so I don't think that would have worked. But like,
The
did he take
fucking
something?
bracelet is on. It's a giant bracelet on Apollo's hand. Yeah, like what else
I
would he
wish-
steal? And he must have
I
stolen
wish it cuts
something.
back to Florent LaBelle and he's bald and he stole his hair.
Ah! That would have been sick.
Unbelievable! What if you had sullied my outfit with those grubby paws of yours? Oh,
Did Filch
it's getting
Filch
hiccups now
LaBelle's
too.
wallet just now?
So, what do you think they're up to this time, Apollo? Just pull out a recorder. That's what Apollo does if he was actually smart. Oh, it's you two eavesdropping, are we?
He pulls out a recorder, the instrument, not the device. He goes,
Yeah. Hot cross buns.
What do you want with me?
Your confession being the Tenmataro imposter would be nice right about now. Mr. Filch filled me in on a conversation you two had about how you told him not to say a word about seeing Tenmataro. But you fool!
I told you nothing good would come of your running your mouth.
So why did you want to keep Mr. Filch quiet like that, Mr. LaBelle?
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Why? To protect darling little Jinxie, of course.
But Jinxie was never really possessed. She was sleepwalking. Being asleep at the same time, she couldn't have been consciously trying to protect the mayor. That also means she couldn't have possibly been Tenmataro.
Interesting. But where are you going with this?
Since you asked so politely, I believe you have a different reason for trying to keep Mr. Filch quiet. That reason would be to deflect doubt away from the one who was really Tenmataro.
Oh, now this is getting interesting. Are you insinuating that I'm Tenmataro? So sorry to disappoint, but I'm nothing of the sort.
That's right! Mr. LaBelle! Oh, God!
Mr. Lapel, it was him who dressed up as a... I said Tenmataro was Jinxie, you fool. Honestly, you have the memory capacity of a flea. Practice it 100 more times.
Yipes! So, have you been called to testify tomorrow?
No.
Yes, and I'm
No.
so looking forward to my courtroom debut. But you'll just have to wait until then.
Oh, I'll be waiting with a special piece of evidence I've been saving just for you.
Filthy! Wake up, you lazy bones!
What? Was I sleeping?
I knocked you out with gas.
Yes.
It's Joker gas.
I'm honestly surprised Apollo didn't actually like whip out the evidence.
He
and be like,
he learned his lesson briefly, at least this time, temporarily.
know.
Probably.
How, like, genuinely, it probably would have been funny if he's like, oh yeah, how do you explain this that we found in the secret chamber? And LaBelle goes, oh, thank you, and takes it, puts it in his pocket.
And it's like,
I know
It's
exactly
like,
what
oh, now suddenly we
gasket
can't take
over
it back because, I don't know, the law would consider it us stealing from him instead.
there you go.
Imagine the gasket Zach would have busted.
Oh, absolutely, I would have fucking exploded. must have been that sweet cologne of yours, Mr. LaBelle. Made me right sleepy, it did.
Sleepy and eepy. Well, it's time for your lesson on what to do and say tomorrow.
I'm begging you, not another lesson. I ain't cut out for this thinking and remembering stuff. Hey! Right up to Snoozler. Schnozola?
Nozola.
Be
Oh,
quiet to do exactly as I say.
No, please, anything but another lesson.
I will murder you.
He
Come
goes,
here.
here's a little lesson in trickery.
This is going down in history.
They just started singing as they went. I don't know what that's about. Missed our chance to get the truth out of him.
Yeah, but we'll
But
get
they're
the
number
proof we
one.
need in court tomorrow.
Frick you, Zach.
What?
Causing me to yawn every
It's
single
all-
time you yawn.
It's all my fault.
Stop getting sprayed by LaBelle's fucking sleep
Yeah, LaBelle's
gas.
fucking
You know-
Joker gas.
You know what?
Yeah.
Straight up, actually, give me a
Gas.
second. I'm gonna go blow my nose. That might actually help because I do actually feel like I'm breathing well enough.
Gas.
Yes.
Gas.
I'm just thinking about how Jeremy made that bet with Chad, and they didn't say the word gas once in that fucking movie.
The sticky, sticky gas.
Sticky gas.
No.
Is Jerma still in debt?
Let's check GermaDebtTracker.com. Hang on, debt.germa.io. He is $1,502,284,265 in debt.
He's getting
Seems about
there.
right.
All right. I blew my nose so hard I can see stars.
Say hi to Tom Cruise for me.
You think he's a star?
The last time Germa alleviated his debt is just listed as Edward Olive Hands. There's like went bananas for monkey videos, bet $1, blah blah blah. Germa's mad part, blah blah blah, made a deal. Went bananas for monkey videos, and then Edward Olive Hands.
Edward Olive Hands.
Let's get them.
Accursed nine-tailed fox, the time for settling the score is nigh. My grudge has been festered over time. At last, vengeance will be mine. Grr, XD, rar.
Great.
XD.
First of all time. She must be possessed. I mean, sleepwalking again.
Maybe if I speak softly, I won't startle her and get a charm plastered on my forehead. Psst. Jinxie.
Oh, hello, Mr. Demon Lawyer. My charm's supposed to fall off again.
Are you sweaty as hell or something? What are you talking about?
No, Zach, it's because she's possessed. I mean, I'm not sure.
I guess I can avoid a charm slap by toning down my cords of steel.
Are they done questioning you, Jinxie?
No, they're right over there. Uh-huh. And on the way back, I stopped here to buy a new charm that was just released. It's like a new shoe drop where they release new charms.
Yo, they got a new charm.
This is
What
the
was
Jordan
the-
Warning Charm 3000.
What was the
it's
name
Wardens.
of? What was the name of the guy's ancestor? The thief ancestor? It was Azuki something.
Kozo.
Azuki is just a type of bean.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, because I was looking at that sign in the background.
Bean.
Azuki Arai Sweets.
Yum.
Yeah, they have beans in them.
Yeah, which one?
Oh, the one with the
Rico.
nine-tailed fox and Temataro. It showed them dancing together while wearing Jordans.
No.
Really? Two bitter rivals dancing with each other?
Uh-huh. It's a charm for rebuilding burnt bridges.
Oh, right, for the municipal merger issue.
No, it's for the demon lawyer and the insomniac prosecutor.
Insomniac. maybe?
Insomniac?
They made Spider-Man, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
It'll
he
stop you
does
two from
have-
fighting like you did in court this morning.
He does
does
have
have
bags
dark
under his
circles.
eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like very tired looking.
Probably busy with his hog all night.
Ah!
Oh my god.
No fighting.
No fighting. Charm slapped again.
Apollo, if you're done playing around, let's find out what she was lying about.
It's nice of her to use rice paper so you can see through it.
True.
Jinxie, it seems like you're starting to remember things. You already said the feathers and tracks weren't there when you discovered the crime. Have you remembered anything else that seems important?
Like what?
Just tell us what you saw that day. Maybe you'll remember something else this time.
When I opened the door, Papa and Alderman QB were collapsed in the Fox chamber. That's when Papa told me to call an ambulance and the
I'm
police.
sorry?
Did she leave and then the guy came and then LaBelle came in and then hit him as well?
I'm about to say, like,
I'm a little
so now,
confused.
because it was our understanding that the alderman was dead and the mayor was knocked out with like a blow to the head.
That's all he said before he passed out in the chair.
I knew it. She's holding something back. Oh, I forgot about this.
Her
Yeah.
power.
Tell me what you remember.
Perceive!
You
Behold,
will.
Zach, Apollo's completely mundane, normal thing that she does.
Wait, what? Oh, was her fingers twitching? Okay, I was like, imagine.
Okay.
I don't imagine
She
if she had the
just flipped
same
you off.
tell as her father. I'd have been like that.
Oh, that'd be funny.
What was your father's tell?
I thought it was like his eye or something twitched. I'm not sure. So he said something else.
Perceive.
Confirm.
So he said something more than that. You were very nervous when you said that's
Oh my
all
God, it's a
he
demon
said.
lawyer.
Weren't you? Now, because I saw your fingers move as if you were going to slap someone with a charm.
Like you were gonna finger someone. What?
Oh my God, he's probably
Wow.
a demon lawyer around.
Listen to me, Jinxie. This is very important. Did Mayor Tenma say anything else to you?
It was nothing.
Stop lying to me, woman!
He was just talking in his sleep.
Talking in his sleep? Do you admit that he did? Oh, so you admit that he did say something else?
How could you tell?
How
was
did you
using
do
your
that with
demon
the
lawyer
plate?
powers. Only a demon could have such powers, especially since they've been brought to the demon realm. Oh, we're back.
Now tell me the truth.
Like I said, he was just talking in his sleep. I mean, why else would Papa say something like that?
Could you be a little more specific?
Before he fainted, he said, "Forgive me, Jinxie. I killed Alderman QB."
All right.
I don't know how else to take
You-
this. I think
These cases get so bullshit eventually, where it's like essentially it's like, yeah, I doctored my own photo showing me murdering the victim, but I didn't do it.
It wasn't me.
Oh my god.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
He said what?
The mayor actually confessed to the crime. I was gonna say accidentally, but like,
But he didn't mean it. He couldn't possibly have known what he was saying. He was probably possessed, or maybe he was in the middle of a nightmare.
Nightmare. No, this is a nightmare. This is one statement I wish I'd never heard. What in the world are we going to do now?
fade to black. Oh, never mind. It's fade to
Return to the basics.
Phoenix.
Fade to Phoenix.
This is what I sound like.
So,
in the
guys,
past.
what's the
Make out-
theory on the fact that he admitted to murder?
It's back in Phoenix. It's like flashbacks. So like, and remember, always make out sloppy with the prosecution.
I'm
Works every
gonna
time.
say that
Oh.
I'm gonna say that when he says I killed the alderman, it's him just taking responsibility since it was his aide that did it, right? Where I'm assuming it's gonna be something where it's like, oh yeah, I told my aide about like the secret to get into the secret chamber, and then my aide kills the alderman and smacks me upside the head. You know? Right. Just believe in my client, even though all I can see ahead is darkness and despair.
Jinxie, does Prosecutor Blackwell know about your father's confession?
I didn't mention it when he was questioning me. I mean, there's no way Papa's the killer.
That's withholding evidence,
Why would
which is
the
also a
mayor
crime.
confess like that?
Could he really have been dreaming or simply delirious, maybe?
Who knows? But I sure feel like I'm living in a nightmare now. Apollo, what are we going to do about the trial tomorrow? The crime
And the
scene was locked
trial's
tight until Jinxie
tomorrow.
arrived, and our
Oh,
clients even
no.
confessed. Not only that, Jinxie has been accused of planting the yokai evidence. Both the mayor and Jinxie are going to prison if we don't do something.
Thanks for the recap, Athena.
I know.
You're
Let's see.
welcome.
Let's see. Our lack of third party in the locked room is a major problem. Jinxie has testified that when she first opened the door, Alderman QB and Mayor Tenma were the only people she saw in the Fox chamber.
Thanks for the recap, Apollo.
But the real killer must have been hiding in there as well.
Considering the room was locked tight, that's the only logical explanation.
Our mystery person must have then fled the Fox Chamber when it was opened. And that's when Jinxie saw what she thought was Tenmataro. Oh, gotta grab this thing.
But Papa and the Alderman were the only people there. I didn't see anyone else.
What's going on here? LaBelle is extremely pale, but he's far from transparent. So how
That's
did
because he sprayed. It was that's what he's. Oh my god! It was the perfume bottle. It was like a hallucinogenic, but it was in reverse, so it hid him instead of showing her like
Cloaking spray?
The gas.
The girls,
Yeah.
cloaking girls.
cloaking girl?
Stinky gas.
Write that down for an ability later.
Cloaking girls.
cooking gas.
All right, you got it.
Cooking gas.
How did he hide himself at the scene of the crime? He didn't, obviously.
Whatever it takes in court tomorrow, Apollo, we'll kill someone if we have to. We have to take down that dirty, rotten Tenmataro Florent LaBelle.
You just said a bunch of words in a row. Right, we'll get him with legal exorcism, justice style.
Sure.
Legal exorcism.
Yay! All right.
That's the end of the game.
Yay!
And then
And then
Jinxie
Apollo and Nina
died.
both died of shared heart attacks the next day.
Here you go.
During their cords of steel.
All right, trial, final day.
Oh my god, it's gonna be so long.
Number 4?
What? We've moved.
This is for, yeah.
So it's all fixed?
Well, no, remember, this is the first case from before the bombing.
This is the paste.
Oh shit, you're right, thank you.
This is the paste.
Court is back in session for the trial of Damien Tenma.
In a very sturdy courtroom that nothing will happen to ever.
Nothing will ever happen to it. I've got
Oh,
all
shit.
my supplies here, my baby kittens that I love.
My baby kitten.
The jury consists entirely of orphaned puppies.
Athena Stikes, assistant defender, is ready too, Your Honor. Je suis prête? Prêt? Je suis
I have
prêt?
no idea.
God dang it, French!
True. As chipper as ever, I see. And in French, no less, I think. And the prosecution? Back in handcuffs?
Shackles again.
Very well, then. By the way, I asked Detective Fulbright to provide sturdier shackles today. There will be no more of your funny business this time, Prosecutor Blackwell. Now, your opening statement, if you would. I believe it's standard procedure for the prosecution to handle.
I want to say that it would have been way funnier if the judge says that and then Black Quill just goes and rips off the shackles again, and it's like, fuck. Okay.
God damn it. You know he's gonna.
Looks like the judge is really bringing it today.
My
Probably
lunch.
realized how Black Quill played it. That was one mean game, as Simon says.
Yeah, his honor has to fight to defend his honor. Too much honor.
Your baldness. It's plain to see that you've always dreamed of delivering an epic opening statement.
Have? I don't know if I'd say that.
Why, of course you have. I saw it in your eyes the last time you gave the opening statement. That was the look of one who yearns deeply for the thrill of an epic opening statement. For decades now, you've been watching opening statements from your bench. They were the crown jewels of the court, the one thing you could not possess.
The crown jewels of the court?
Now, at long last, they're within your grasp. How could you possibly
Like,
refuse?
I already have a set of jewels. I don't think I need any more.
So you don't mind if I do it then?
I'll make a special exception just this once.
Here we go again, I guess.
Or Black Quill's mind games.
Well, in that case, I think I might go ahead and make the statement myself. In yesterday's session, we learned the shocking truth that the victim, Alderman Rex QB, was the Amazing Ninetales. We also learned that the Amazing Ninetales was a key figure in the Yokai craze and anti-merger protests. It was further revealed that upon learning Rex QB's secret identity, Mayor Damien Tenman murdered him.
We did not learn that.
He murdered him like a motherfucker. The fact that the crime also took place in a tightly locked room was also brought to light. And the only people in that tightly locked room were the defendant and the victim. The defense proposed the existence of a hypothetical third party, like a dumbass, but further investigation revealed no proof of a third party who had escaped the room.
Ergo,
We must conclude that the evidence against the defendant is, well, conclusive. Did I say something wrong?
that was quite
Michael's just like,
astonishing. You've truly outdone yourself this time.
Michael just said,
Have a
yes. You
lollipop.
just need to say the defendant is guilty.
Yeah, you just need to say guilty and then we're good.
And then bang your hammer, your gavel.
One more thing to boast about to my grandchild.
Well, this was not an unexpected turn of events.
Now then, it seems that the prosecution has called a new witness to testify.
The inexplicable yokai evidence left at the scene of the crime. Well, does that not demand some sort of explanation?
The leathers on the tracks weren't those left by the mayor while he was possessed?
That was but an act to protect his daughter.
Oh, yes, of course. I suspected as much.
You fucking liar.
Uh-huh.
Wait, did he actually believe the mayor's award-winning performance?
His daughter was the one who planted the yokai evidence. Ergo, the true identity of the yokai in Manor was the Manor's maid, Jinxie Tenma. I love saying ergo.
Ergo. Suddenly.
Ergo.
Because you didn't say it at all in the last 3 times we saw you, but now you said it like 3 times.
It's the word of the day in jail. They have a word of the day little thing when we wake up in our jail.
The prosecution is engaging in mere conjecture.
Is that the first genuine objection we've
Like, with
had
it,
in
like
the entire
objection to a
series?
statement plus the fault. Yes.
Yeah.
Would you care for some witness testimony then?
Witness these nuts.
For I am ready to prove that the little scamp is the one behind the Tenmataro farce.
Witness testimony? I bet he means Filch and that creep LaBelle.
Very well, then. Bailiff, would you bring in the first witness?
It's Jinxie. No, it's Filch. Oh, shit!
Mr. Filch made quite the hasty exit yesterday. See that it doesn't happen again today.
I've been known for my hasty retreat since I was a kid. Bit of a trademark of mine.
Indeed, you managed to give a total of 5 bailiffs the slip.
Like those amateurs could ever nab me. Yipes!
Perhaps we should shackle you by the neck. That would keep you in place.
Yikes, no, please! I'm liable to rip up my own head off if I start running.
Your statement, now.
I'll
Yes, sir.
murder you.
Mr. Blackhead, sir.
He may beat a hasty retreat, but there's no escaping Prosecutor Blackwell.
Yeah, Blackwell doesn't strike me as the give-up easy type.
Now then, Mr. Filch, your testimony, please. Specifically, the true nature of the yokai you saw in the manor shortly after the crime.
I ain't never seen no yokai. I don't believe in yokai. I'm blind. Goodbye.
Guilty.
Temataro's really that little maid girl. Sorry.
Gail?
Goyle. Maid gal. Ain't no doubt about it. I mean, the Temotaro I saw was just a little thing about her size. But the little runt had a big old staff. I seen it when she came out into the foyer. Bitch, she stole it from the Forbidden Chamber after stumbling onto the crime scene.
Wait, how would he know?
Shut up, you don't know anything. She was gonna use it to wallop me just to count on my fierce reputation. I just know it.
I would have already yelled objection!
You
How
can't
would he
object to
know?
testimony. Testimony doesn't, that's not how it works.
So Tenma was short in stature, and that's because it was Miss Jinxie Tenma all along.
Watch, Miss Jinxie's actually taller than
Taller
Filch.
than him.
Yeah.
you cut to side by side and Jinxie's actually like 5'11". It's like, I'm sorry?
She's like 7'2".
Who are
You betcha. Besides, all the rest in the manor were way taller than her.
Feigning height is but an easy thing. But a big ox like the defendant could never pass for short.
What if the Temataro impersonator was walking on their knees? Weren't no knee walking. I've seen it myself.
Then perhaps that yokai really was Miss Tenma after all.
All monsters are not but tricks, either of the mind or the cheap parlor variety.
So you're saying she created an illusion like what magical eye things?
Precisely. Human senses are easily deceived. Take the fellow in the cell next to me.
It's just like, I like Black Quill so much. I think he's very interesting, like, as a character, but I still can't get over the idea that this, like, like, legal system is so corrupt that it's like, let's get the murderer to be the prosecutor. That makes sense.
I mean, Zach, at least he's not a convicted felon as president, right?
That'd be stupid. That would
That'd
be
be stupid.
absolutely idiotic.
Yeah, that'd be fucking moronic.
Who's getting a parade for their birthday today, by the way?
Anyway, each night he cries and screams about some ghost he thinks he sees. But in truth, it was simply the janitor.
Don't.
Prosecutor Blackwell just gave up his ghost.
The janitor's deathly complexion, all white attire, partially to blame. That and the fact that he constantly mutters about taking vengeance for this or that.
That actually sounds like a real ghost to me.
And he floats through walls.
Disappears
Friends
and
may now
flies.
cross-examine the witness. Yeah. Friends may now cross-examine. Do your bullshit.
What do you think? What, you ready to
Do your
present?
bullshit.
Do your bullshit.
So I agree with Saba's thing of like immediately it doesn't make sense about him saying this that I guess you could press the statement about the staff, right?
Well, you gotta present something if you want to progress and send pin.
Right now?
The next one.
Wanna
There you
present
go.
it here?
Yeah.
So I would present this since this depiction that never shows him with the staff.
Incorrect.
Incorrect. Why would that be incorrect?
You fool.
No.
You.
You gotta believe, Zach.
You gotta believe.
You gotta believe.
Now kick.
I mean,
Punch.
because what I want to, because the argument that I want to be making is that the staffs and like the depiction of the staff is only in the secret chamber. So you mentioning that it's from the secret chamber implies that you've been in there, but you can't have been in there because the key was inside the mayor, right? So like, how does that make sense?
The key was inside
Maybe you
us
should
all
present
along.
that.
The key has always been inside us all this time.
Yeah.
It would seem that Tenmataro was in fact not this innocent little girl. Huh? How you figure that? You claim the Tenmataro you saw had one of those staves from the Forbidden Chamber. But it would have been impossible for Miss Tenma to get a hold of one.
Care to elaborate, Mr. Justice?
No.
Okay.
All right.
We're done now, I
Alright.
guess.
Well,
The mayor
gravity
swallowed this
gun.
key shortly after the murder. He wanted to keep the killer out of the forbidden chamber.
What's this? What's this? What's this? This lightning in there?
This key was deep in the mayor's stomach when Miss Tenma discovered the crime scene. So
We
you see-
extracted him.
From his ass.
So you see, it would have been impossible for her to get into the forbidden chamber. In short, the Tenmataro seen holding that staff could not have been Jinxie Tenma. Is that the real quick reminder? Is this the first time that this has been done in the opposite direction, where we are presenting evidence that the prosecution isn't aware of? Because typically it's the other way around, right? Where they're like, "Oh, by the way, here's some new bullshit that you have to deal with."
Updated autopsy report.
It was updated
I
this
don't
morning.
know.
It's not my fault that you didn't get the new copy.
Yeah, dumbass.
Then who does the defense believe was impersonating Tenmataro?
Our Tenmataro impersonator is none other than Maya Tenma's.
Such accusations beg evidence. Aside from his ghastly appearance, can you prove he is the yokai we seek?
Yes, in fact, I can.
Do it.
Let's see where
it's
the
going.
defense is going with this.
You know, I'll fuck it. Why not?
Show us proof as to the true identity of Tenmataro impersonator. I would say
Your badge.
this, right? Because this was in the Forbidden Chamber.
Maybe that's his name.
We found this hand cream in the Forbidden Chamber, and we know that whoever was Tenmataro took one of the staves out of there. In short, I believe whoever this hand cream belongs to is the yokai impersonator we're looking for.
What about in long? But Miss Justice, how do you propose to identify the hand cream's owner?
I'm glad.
Anyone could have bought it.
I'm glad you asked, Your Honor. The defense requests a fingerprint analysis on this piece of evidence. It might tell us who it belongs to.
Interesting. So you expect to find the yokai's prints there? Very well. I hereby call a short recess while we wait for the fingerprint results.
Wow, that's a really fast recess, isn't it?
Later.
Oh, never mind.
No need for that, your baldness. We have the prints of everyone at the manor that day.
You called Prosecutor Blackwell.
Could anyone be more whipped?
Damn.
Jesus.
Woolbright. Analysis. And I'll analyze this prints. You have 3 minutes.
No.
Your wish is my command.
What?
Things you do not want to hear police officers say about criminals.
I guess we'll just wait right here.
I guess we'll just hang out.
Remember in the previous game when they had the entire court section while they're waiting for fingerprint analysis?
Correct.
True.
It would seem the fingerprint analysis is complete. We just stood here for like 20 minutes while they're waiting.
And what do the results show?
What in the world?
They're Florent Labelle's prints, aren't they? No, it's gonna be
They're
Filch's.
yours.
It's gonna be Filch's.
This is absurd.
Prosecutor Blackwell? I'm not gonna like this, am I?
Don't tell me. They're Tenmataro's
Yeah, don't figure he's a bird!
Because you got that. Because you know what that is.
Fingerprint analysis revealed the prints belong to
Alright, everybody get in your
Watch
official
like
guess.
Apollo.
Blackwell.
me.
Yeah.
Phoenix Wright.
Judge.
Ace Attorney.
The judge.
Phineas Filch.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Objection!
Wait,
No.
what? What?
Objection just to say what?
Objection! What the fuck are you talking about?
This is
Then Mr.
bullshit.
LaBelle wasn't the one who entered the Forbidden Chamber? I mean, I'm pretty sure maybe Filch maybe went in and did the dirty work first, and then he just like came in being like, ha!
Why, you tricksy little Tanuki, explain yourself now.
Sure, them prints are mine. I mean, I did bill for that hand cream for Mr. LaBelle. Oh, right. Kleptomaniac could absolutely just swipe something. That's true. So you're the one who entered the Forbidden Chamber? So what if I did? You got a problem with it? Yeah.
You fool of a Tanuki.
Order! Order! Mr. Justice, care to explain what this could mean?
By the way, just thinking about it, isn't this also like a crazy complex case for Athena's first?
Nope.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent
Throw 'em in the deep
question. The fact that Mr. Filch was in the Forbidden Chamber. Wait a second. Does this mean that the Temitara holding that staff was Phineas Filch?
I mean, this is Athena's first case. Apollo's first case kicked off an entire conspiracy, and then
That's true.
James's first case was his best friend getting framed by one guy.
That is true. with a weird clock.
Right.
That's
A clock
true.
that became relevant several times in the future.
Wait, didn't we get to see sorry, what's her name? The sister? Hot sister?
Mia?
Mia. Didn't we get to see Mia's first case too?
It was defending Phoenix from his crazy girlfriend.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I do remember that.
My God.
Oh.
Phoenix got an easy ass first case. I remember
Everybody else had something fucking ridiculous, and
I
Phoenix
would
was.
say, Mia was like, it's not every day someone takes a murder case as their first case. And Phoenix is like, wow, this is going to be the hardest first case of any defense lawyer ever.
But Mr. Filch is Tenmataro?
No!
Okay.
Okay, thank you. I don't understand. Does this mean Mr. Filch is the real killer?
The witness will explain himself this instant.
I beg your pardon, your honorship, but I was just doing what the alderman told me. He wanted me to be Temitaro in the village exorcism ritual.
Exorcism?
That's what I said.
System.
Oh, you mean that event in Ninetales Vale? Whatever? So that was you inside the
Tails
Temitaro?
Veil, who gives a shit?
Whatever.
In
Yeah.
the whatever, Bill?
After the event, I went to watch that pro wrestling program. But it bored me to tears on account of the wrestlers being complete jobbers. So he didn't actually watch the entire wrestling match. That's when I looked at the Temitaro costume and got a great idea. Nobody can tell me if it's me if I'm wearing it. And because of them superstitions, no matter what I do, the villagers won't say a word.
In other words, you use the superstitions to effectively render yourself invisible.
Why did you want to enter the Forbidden Chamber in the first place? Because of the treasure in there. Thought that was my big chance to sneak on in and grab it. Treasure. Treasure.
Treasure.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, why we go? Yeah. When he went in there knowing his grandfather had already pilfered it?
Gee, I guess that's one tale that didn't get passed down from grandpappy to grandson.
Wait,
Jeez.
how exactly did you get into the Forbidden Chamber? There was a meeting in the Fox Chamber that day. Plus, the mayor swallowed the only key that could have opened the Forbidden Chamber's door. You couldn't have possibly gotten in. I could through the air vent in the foyer. I like how now he's like, I did it. I know I did.
I did it.
The vent's left. Oh my god, there is a vent right there. God damn it. The vent's led to the alderman's picture. I went on in and made a nice little hole. I used to get into the air duct that leads to the Forbidden Chamber, I did. You what?
But how's that even possible? Wait a sec. Remember that air vent in air vent in the Forbidden Chamber? So Mr. Filch found a way to get into that air duct? I'm sorry, you think he could fit in there? And that's how he got from the foyer vent to the Forbidden Chamber vent.
Well, you see,
And
I'm Saba-sized, so I can go anywhere.
If Filch like left his post too, right? There's no one here to like see if anyone comes out through here, you know?
Correct, yeah.
What a loser.
So Tenmataro was nothing cat burglar, or rather a Tanuki burglar.
Tanuki burglar.
And we're
A Tanuki
back to being
burglar.
without anyone to charge for the alderman's murder.
Looks like our so-called yokai is nothing more than one big troublemaker.
God damn it. Oh my god. I'm so tired.
No.
Tell me, Mr. Filch, what did you do after fleeing to the foyer? I got out of that costume right quick. Would have just caused trouble at that point. And where was that costume? And where is that costume now? Heck if I know. And it ain't my fault if you never find it.
The police searched every nook and cranny. No yokai costume was left in that manor.
It was tossed outside the manor. Oh, and that's why it was seen like
It's
flying.
flying.
Oh. No way. Maybe. Just me. I hate this image.
I love Birdbeak Apollo.
Fucking hate it so much.
His little bottom teeth.
The defense seems to have hit upon an idea. Well, go on, Mr. Justice.
Okay, here's what I think.
Waiting.
Mr. Filch, did you get rid of the costume here?
Yo, Pereo.
Take that!
Listen, you motherfuckers need to stop yawning all the time.
You're right.
Oh, by the way,
Yawn, that was a Tarzan.
By the
Oh,
way,
okay.
Adrian's just quick aside. Did you watch any of Cloudward Ho yet?
Yeah, I'm caught up on it. I actually like this one.
I think
so
it's
far.
fun. I think it's really fun. I like the theming a lot.
I really like Zach just going ear toast.
Yeah. What was the I can't remember because I was doing Deltarune at the same time. But what was the quote where it's like Zach Oyama is playing like an old guy and he's talking to Brian Murphy who's playing like a big buff younger guy and he's just talking, he just goes grab him. Grab him. Just like oh
I love Wheelwell. Wheelwell's great.
I'm going
Welcome
to the
back,
South.
Galir.
I'm going back to the South Pole.
I'm going to the South Pole.
You think
That's
I
when
tossed
I got sick again. Anyway.
I got sick again. You think I tossed it out the window? That costume cost me a pretty penny. So why would I go doing something like that? I can think of a few reasons.
Oh, it's me. Any bright ideas, Apollo?
Well, assuming the costume really was tossed out from the window, then the next question would be, what happened to it after that? And if I'm right, I might have just the thing to prove what happened to the costume. Phineas Filch, I have just the evidence for you. You do? This evidence proves you got rid of your Tenmataro costume through the window. Is it the
Okay,
it's the
where is
newspaper?
Newspaper, probably.
It's the Pooh's Naper.
Take that!
Nice.
Whose neighbor?
That's Tenmataro flying through the sky?
And just how does that prove Mr. Filch threw
Because
his
isn't it
costume
like
out
a
the window?
cliff? Right?
It is
Yeah.
it is
Right
a
out the
cliff
window?
overlooking like some other stuff. But I guess like that's a
So it
really
looked like it was flying.
right, but that's a really aerodynamic costume if it isn't just plummeting straight to the ground.
I mean,
You
it's
have
got
to throw it
wings.
perfectly.
It literally is a bird.
True.
It's quite simple.
Apartment complex.
That's not Tenmataro in the photo. It's the costume Mr. Filch threw out. Oh, that's crazy talk. You ain't serious, are you? There's a steep cliff right outside the foyer window, meaning the manor is pretty high up. The costume flew through the air after it was tossed out. That's when the photo was taken. In other words, the photo of Tenmataro was really a flight of fancy.
What?
Yikes!
I do like Flight of Fancy.
Flight of
Pretty
fancy.
Oh my, so there really never was a yokai?
Oh, I can't keep them cats bagged. Can I still file a claim for the lost costume? This
No.
more than proves the defense's position. Jinxie Tenma had nothing to do with staging the yokai sighting.
Can't raise any objections, Prosecutor Blackwell?
None whatsoever. I'll deal with that Trixie Tanuki after I've dealt with this case.
Oh, he can't do the slash. we did it.
Good going. Now all we have to do is make Florent LaBelle take the stand.
I don't have to do anything.
Sheathing the sword a bit early, are we not?
Uh-huh.
Nothing has been proven beyond a doubt. Take this tricksy little Tanuki, for instance. How do you suppose he was able to exit the Forbidden Chamber?
Probably the same way he got in, through the chamber's air vent.
And what of the feathers and tracks of the scene of the crime? They would suggest that the Tanuki exited through the chamber door and not the air vent.
But the Forbidden Chamber doesn't open from the inside. So what are you saying? So what you're saying makes no sense, right? I mean, I guess someone could have opened the door from the outside. Wait, we know someone opened the door from the outside. Wasn't it the aide? It was LaBelle, right? Because we saw that in the cutscene. He like pulls.
That's dramatic irony.
Got it.
Someone on the outside opened the door for you, is that right?
Yep, that's right, Mr. Blackjack. The door suddenly sprung right open. Sprung right open? Who was on the other side? Didn't get a good look on account of the sudden glare.
Like how the reflection from my head blinds fellow movie emerging from the dark.
What the fuck, Your Honor?
You know, a normal thing.
What are you talking about, Your Honor? Your Honor, please.
That's when I snatched that staff and made my daring escape. And then that little maid gal spotted me as I hightailed it down the hall.
That means the Forbidden Chamber wasn't opened until after the crime was discovered.
But wait, we still don't know who opened it. Maybe there really was a third person in the Fox Chamber.
Objection!
Well, you little Tanuki. When the Forbidden Chamber opened, did you see the accused passed out there?
Nope. Only one there was the alderman, and he was dead as a doornail.
If the accused wasn't there, what do you suppose he was up to?
Uh-oh. I don't like where this is going.
Oh, don't tell me.
Man, it's so crazy that at the start of this, we went from accusing, like, this is the mayor's, like, trial. But then it's like, now we're going to kind of passively indict his daughter. But now that I've led you down that trail, now we're going back to persecute. Oh, I'm sorry. I just remembered I'm wearing my green fucking Hawaiian shirt again, so I'm transparent, Zach. God damn it. Ugh.
Plainly, the only one who could have opened the Forbidden Chamber was the accused Damien Tenma.
Yar.
No.
Nuh-uh.
Wait a second? There had to be somebody else besides Mayor Tenma there. Maybe
Really?
a trusted aide.
Who might
Some
that
kind.
be?
Oh well, that would be...
It seems our feisty little lass has forgotten the most important thing. Evidence.
I didn't forget. I was just testing your attention to details.
Miss Sykes, you can't prove your point without proof of some sort. It's a proven fact.
Man, it's
Well,
so.
like
First
Apollo will
off,
give you the
no.
proof.
But man, it's like I just keep thinking of like all the different things that Phineas could do to like he would do the animation and then it's like, oh, what'd he steal? So he does that to the judge and he steals the gavel. He does that to Black Quill and he stole the shackles and everybody's like,
Uh-oh. Put him back.
Sorry, guess I put my foot in my mouth again.
No, Athena, we're definitely onto something here.
We are?
Think about it. If Filch was stuck inside the Forbidden Chamber, one of the alibis we heard would no longer hold water. Yeah, that would be the one for LaBelle, because LaBelle said, like, oh yeah, we were watching wrestling the whole time. The defense would like to call a new witness to the stand. Someone who knew Mr. Filch was stuck in the Forbidden Chamber, and by virtue of knowing this, has an alibi that no longer adds up.
Imagine if instead of disproving it by this, they actually just watched the wrestling match. They're like, they weren't jobbers. Those guys were fucking amazing. What are you talking about? Those guys ruled.
Very well. The court will hear what Mr. Justice has to say.
What was that? What was that one? You ever hear about that like ancient court case from like Greece or what, like ancient Greece or whatever, where it's like this woman was being accused. She was a prostitute and she was being accused of like stealing some woman's husband.
I think I heard of this one.
Yeah, she was accused of like stealing some woman's husband, and it's like, well, no, you must have been like lying to him or something. And straight up, what she does in court is that she just fully removes her robes, so she's just plain naked in court, and the judge goes, "Not guilty."
If these tits are the shit, you must acquit.
Whose alibi?
Trucy!
Trucy!
Phoenix! It was Phoenix!
I knew it.
Diamond Black.
Why'd you say that like Tim Mataro?
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
Well, why, that's the defendant's aide, Florent LaBelle.
How funny would it be if Florent LaBelle comes to the thing and they have like green hair now, and the judge is like, "Who is this? This is clearly not the same picture."
Who have you brought here? Didn't he claim he was to be in the foyer at the time of crime?
True, but in his alibi, he also claimed Mr. Filch was in the foyer too. However, as we all know, Mr. Filch was not there with Mr. LaBelle at the time. In short, Mr. LaBelle's alibi disappeared. Florent LaBelle's alibi was one big lie. Isn't that right, Mr. Filch? I reckon there ain't no keeping that cat in the bag here neither. It was all Mr. LaBelle's idea. He told me he'd button his lip about me breaking into the Forbidden Chamber. And in return, he said we'd vouch for each other's alibi. Mr. Filch, you're going to super jail. What the fuck?
You're going to super jail. Perjury. Serious crime. We just don't really take it that serious.
Aw, shucks. Mercy, Your Honor. Mercy. Or Your Honorship.
Mr. Filch, you're going to the same jail that Blackwell does. We'll have you appointed as a state-appointed thief. AKA a cop.
Jesus. I also assert that the person who opened the Forbidden Chamber for Mr. Filch was none other than Florent LaBelle. After all, his alibi just happened. After all, his alibi has just been proven to be a complete fabrication.
I see. We will take a 20-minute recess, after which time we will see what Mr. LaBelle has to say for himself.
Yes! We're finally going to drag this slippery snake onto the stand.
In the meantime, the prosecution will question Mr. LaBelle about these new elements.
I'm gonna get food. I'll be back.
Okay.
We did it, Apollo. We finally dragged Mr. LaBelle into court.
Yeah.
Hey, why the long face?
As I'm yawning.
Why the yawn face, Apollo?
Why are you yawning?
Why are you yawning? I can't help but feel I'm missing something important. Plus, Prosecutor Blackpool's bound to mount a counterattack.
You really are a worrywart, aren't you? It'll be fine. The mystery figure who opened the forbidden chamber for Mr. Filch had to have been Florent LaBelle.
I know, but that's not what's bugging me. I wish I could put my finger on it.
At any rate, the big showdown with Mr. LaBelle is up next, so chin up, Apollo. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Oh. Where did this go?
Oh my god, it's the Joker.
He's literally the Joker.
What the fuck?
The Joker, baby.
I'm the Joker, baby!
Oh, yes, it's me. Yes, I'm acting on behalf of the mayor in this very important matter, I think.
It seems the witness is proposed, or is predisposed at the moment.
Oh, surely you jest. I will hold you to your promise. Remember that. Oh, my dearest apologies. This is Florence LaBelle, personnel aide to Mayor Tenma, or should I say, the accused.
Ouch. Poor mayor hasn't suffered enough.
Well, what business do you have with me? I'm a very busy man, so let's make this as brief as possible.
Your baldness.
Your baldness. All right. Mr. Filch's testimony has revealed a hole in your alibi. And for this reason, you are suspected of having some sort of connection with the case at hand.
To think I'd be associated with this entirely something?
This
Well, thank
entirely lurid affair.
you. Lurid. Well, I'm not, so may I go now? I have very important matters to attend to. He's also turned Joker, fully.
Thank you, Saba. I wonder who said that immediately.
No, well, I was ignoring you, so
Yeah,
it's
I
fine.
know you were. That's why I'm bringing it up
I was
now.
ignoring you as crazy.
Do you think he'll turn into one last color, or do you think it was like purposeful?
I think this was
guess?
purposeful. I think they purposely put him in the ridiculous purple suit so that way he could have green hair and be the Joker.
Okay.
I don't think so, Mr. LaBelle. Do you realize what a serious crime you've committed?
Changing your hair 3 times.
Witness, you are being accused of perjury. This is your chance to clear the air.
Fine, the truth is I faked my alibi for a very good reason. The mayor was obviously the killer, so I created a fake alibi to confuse the What? Why would you?
You, dude.
What? What? You see, as his personal aide, I felt I had to protect him. Sorry. Ha ha ha.
You think this is funny? Without your alibi, you're a suspect too. What were you really doing at the time of the crime?
Poofed peasant. How dare you accuse me?
That wasn't me
Okay.
this time. That was you.
Me to
Technically.
myself. Stop stalling and tell the court what you were really doing at the time of the crime.
Silence.
Enough jabbering. Swords have been drawn. The time for talk is past.
Swords? What swords?
This is a duel to the death. The fate of the accused rests in our hands. Be gone, ye of cowardly heart. The battlefield has no place for ye.
Again? Oh, he broke his chains again. Yeah, look, they're broken. So much for sturdier shackles. Oh, God!
Those chains hindered my vow that heads would roll this day.
This guy gives keeping your head in court a whole new meaning.
Will the witness please deliver the accused's death knell? You know of what I speak.
Oh, most certainly. His goose is already cooked. Time to stick a fork in him.
The capitalization is crazy.
Oh, his goose is already cooked!
I'm surprised it wasn't an orange.
It is funny.
He is green.
Whatever he
Welcome
has
back.
to say can't be... Yeah, I'm about to say, look at the Joker.
The Joker, baby.
As I told
I'm the
Prosecutor
Joker, baby.
Blackwell during the recess, I rushed right over to the Fox chamber when I heard little Jinxie screams.
What?
Then, drumroll please,
Do the Joker voice,
I
Saba.
saw Mayor Tenma
Which one?
opening the forbidden chamber doors.
Yes.
There's too many. Trying my best.
But...
There you have it. The mystery man who opened the chamber door, as witnessed by one Phineas Filch. It was the accused. There was never any third party.
Oh, and that's not all. I heard something quite startling there at the scene of the crime.
Startling sounds bad.
The mayor, who's barely conscious, muttered this. Forgive me, Jinxie. I killed the alderman. That's right. The mayor actually confessed to the murder right then and there.
He confessed.
You can trust me. I'm the Joker, baby.
Order in the question.
Good
baby.
This is quite conclusive testimony if it stands.
Just so, and quite astonishing, I might add. I only learned of this fact during the recess.
Oh, I just love surprises, don't you? That's why I saved the best for last. Consider it a gift from me to you. No way. I don't believe Mr. LaBelle heard the mayor confess.
Saba, can I ask you a question? Do you intentionally wait for LaBelle's dialogue to finish before reading it?
Sometimes I have to look at something to fully register it.
No, again, because
He's got what
he's
is
got
it,
the capital. Well, because I
capitalized?
noticed that you've been doing. Because I was literally just about to say, as soon as Saba reads something that's up, and sure enough, you started reading before it finished. This isn't me criticizing you at all. It was just something I noticed.
It's for anticipation.
Hold on.
Yeah,
I just realized
For
that my green
dramatic
screen is off.
effect.
Oh. There we go. Now Grant doesn't have a little sliver of wall coming up behind him.
No, my wall.
my wall.
But is this really true? Did Mayor Tenma really confess?
It is indeed. During that last recess, I confirmed it with the mayor's daughter.
Yeah, but did she also confirm if LaBelle was there? That's the question.
It would seem Mayor Tenma actually did confess.
How would LaBelle, if LaBelle wasn't there, or she didn't see him, how would she know?
How would no? She heard.
No, sorry, not she.
his
How would he know?
confession. Oh, I mean, I'm assuming he
He was cloaked in his invisible gas.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, she did say that Mr. LaBelle had spoken with her. I don't know.
Imagine a saw trap where it's like, you are now locked in a chamber. This gas will give you the superpower of turning invisible. Then you leave.
Thanks, Jigsaw.
You're welcome.
That testimony is quite favorable to the prosecutions.
That would actually, you know what? That would be actually kind of like an interesting reboot of it's a group of people, and it's one of you is actually a really cool person. You will be getting superpowers. The rest of you will die.
You'll get a super and watch while I torture the rest of these guys.
Which makes you a bad person, which means I will torture you.
With gas.
With gas.
Gas. Stinky gas.
Stinky smell gas.
You can't have that in the court.
This is LaBelle. Yes, I called earlier about party reservations. That's right, and I'll be calling my little shindig Mayor Tenma's Conviction Gala.
Ghoulish.
Definitely not indicting.
Fucking
A
foul.
splendid time is guaranteed for all, but the mayor at his defense. Ha ha ha.
Well, as it seems, our witness is a very busy man. Right to his testimony. Mr. LaBelle, please tell us what you saw when you came upon the scene of the crime.
Ooh. Alright, I just realized something. I gotta check something real quick.
He left the gas on.
Sorry, I just need to check to see if the Civil War started or not.
Huh?
Okay. Just a few cases of murder. No Civil War yet. Don't worry.
I was in the hallway hiding in the shadows. That's when I heard the confession.
Why were you hiding in the shadows?
It's like a super villain. Upon learning of her father's crimes, little Jinxie fled without ever noticing me. Oh, so that's his excuse for Jinxie not seeing him? Immediately after that, the mayor came to, stood up and opened the forbidden chamber. What? As I ran in terror, the demon emerged from his prison. Oh, this is such BS. In shock, I fled down the hallway to my right, to the one with the phone at the end.
But we know
We
that's
talked
not
about-
true
wear
because
phones.
well, we know that's not true because well,
He's
first
got
off,
two
yes,
phones on his
you have
shoulders.
phones on your shoulders, so I don't know why you even did that. But Jinxie was there, right? Because Jinxie called the cops.
Yes.
I must say, this is a shocking revelation. Quite unexpected. To think that the defendant actually confessed then and there to this crime.
Perhaps the guilt was too much to bear, so he confided in his daughter.
You do realize you should not have withheld such crucial testimony to the court.
Oh, once again, sorry. It's just I feared being accused if I mentioned coming upon the most unpleasant scene.
The most unpleasant scene. Why did the mayor's confession have to be brought up by this guy?
We better do something before the judge declares the mayor guilty.
Guilty?
Adrian's muted.
Are you getting food?
I read the line while I was muted. As a death row inmate once told me in years gone by, there is a time to fight and a time to yield, a time to live and a time to die.
You're laying it on real thick now.
He was sentenced to death for littering.
Oh, I remember him. The defense may now cross-examine the witness.
Meanwhile, I'm up here as a prosecutor, and I murdered a guy.
Yeah, him.
Him. I murdered him.
So, hiding in the shadows. So, okay. My thing that I don't agree with is that he said I turned right down the hallway. That doesn't make any sense because Jinxie was supposed to be there, and Jinxie would have seen you.
Maybe present something immediately.
Am I right? Is it on the? Is it on this one?
Maybe it's the right one. They present something. Go
I mean,
some.
I mean, I would love to present this just to be like, hey, you're stupid, but I don't know how.
Well, maybe it's something about something someone says.
He's got a point.
Does he?
It's not the crime scene diagram.
In shock, I fled down the hallway to my right, to the one with the phone.
You're on the right track. You have the right idea. I'll tell you that.
I know.
You just got to be picky about the evidence.
I wasn't so ding dang tired. After leaving the crime scene and calling the police, she passed it. Oh, because there's no one else in the hall. So there you go.
Yeah, maybe it's.
You're a big stupid dumb liar. Lauren LaBelle, you are lying about having witnessed those events from the hallway.
What on earth do you mean?
Yes, can't fill the rest of us in, Mr. Justice.
If Mr. LaBelle really had fled down the hall with the phone in it, he would have crossed paths with Miss Tenma.
What's this?
I'm just gonna say that she was lying. After she discovered the crime scene, she immediately went to call the police. Then after making her calls, she went back to the main hallway, whereupon she encountered the demon yokai, or whatever you want. Demon, yokai, whatever you want to call it. As for me,
Yokai.
I call it Phineas Filch in a Tenma Taro costume. The encounter happened right here, where the hallways meet. As for Mr. LaBelle, if you had fled here, feigning escape from the yokai imposter,
Why, yes, the two would have crossed paths.
right, except Miss Tenma told us that there was no one else in the hall. In short, Miss Tenma did not see you in the hall because you were never really there.
Unless
What the
you're
hell?
using
Oh my
your
god. Oh my god.
hallucinogenic cloaking desk.
Huh, not such a fabulous scent is it now, is it?
But
Is that almost got
Justice,
taken away by that voice?
the witness also stated that he heard the mayor confess. If he was lying about hearing the confession from the hall, then where was he when he heard it?
Inside the Fox chamber. Where else?
But isn't that within the very crime scene?
It is, Your Honor. And that means he's not really a witness. Rather, he's the third party I've been alleging this whole time.
What? You think I'm the killer? How dare you? All of us on like this side being like we watched the
We
animated
watched
short
you do it.
murking him. Yes.
Foolish fop. A true man knows when he is beaten. A shield of lies comes to naught before a foe with the sword of truth bared. It's almost as powerful as the sword of the ancients.
The sword of truth. It's a katana.
Prosecutor Blackwell, what are you? I thought we were on the same side.
I am on the side of truth.
You are mistaken. There are no sides here save for my cold, steely edge of judgment.
That's what he calls this off.
Don't!
You are alone on this battlefield with naught but your lies and sickly sweet perfume.
I hate that the sweat is green because of all the fucking
Is it?
perfume. Yeah,
A tiny bit.
yeah. Well, what just happened? Blackwell's really tearing into him.
You heard the mayor's confession from the inside, did you not, you deviant dandy? For the sole location from which you could have seen and heard the mayor and the Tanuki, without either of them noticing you are right there in the Fox chamber.
But
Oh my. So that's how it's going to be. Fine, I'll come clean then.
Seriously? You admit to being there in the Fox Chamber?
I do. I did enter that room after the murder. But I was afraid of being falsely accused, so I lied about it. How many times can you lie to the court before you're legit?
Infinite, Sala, infinite.
I mean,
Oh
yeah.
my God.
As long as you're not the defendant, infinite.
I just need to remind myself, Japanifornia. I feel terrible about lying like that, but it's a verbal cologne I use to protect myself. Is that? That feels weird. Verbal cologne?
I don't think that's the.
It's pronounced
yeah.
Kalogna.
Cologny.
Oh,
Yeah.
cologne.
Colognoscopy.
Colognoscopy.
Yep.
That's a
You
little
better
strong.
explain yourself,
Maybe.
Mr. LaBelle.
Your insides will
Yes,
smell
of
great.
course. I was just about to get to that.
The witness is skating on thin ice. I'll remind you that perjury is a very serious crime.
Is it?
And after this, I'll remind you
It's a
again.
very serious crime the 16th time you do it.
Now let's hear your testimony again. This time without your perfume of lies.
I'll remind you, you only have 13 more freebies for perjury.
Yeah. We do the 16 strike rule.
God.
Well,
Great.
wasn't behind the screen where you could find the clue for the door?
From behind the screen? Why, yes, I believe it was.
Just so he could see everything without being spotted by the victim or that Tanuki Filch. Suffice to say, he was mere witness to the events rather than an actual third party.
This guy's as slippery as an eel.
Apollo, you think he's telling the truth?
No, obviously not. He was in the Fox Chamber, so at least that much must be true.
The defense may cross-examine our slightly
Voyeuristic?
He be watching.
Oh, God.
You ready to press, Zach?
Press that escape button and quit the game.
Yeah, exactly. Press the power button on the computer.
Murder.
Remember that time Jerma fucking
Wait, was
fat
it-
coded the power button on his PC and was like, did I just press the power button?
right before the audio cuts.
Yeah.
Do you have to press the ones where he says after? Because do we know if he came in after or after? But I didn't hear until after Jinxie had her. Because I
He always
do
comes
think
after.
he came in after.
Well, no,
Filch,
yeah. Okay, I
but
can
I
press
don't know
this.
if it's after Jinxie. Yeah.
I can press this.
Hold it!
Why didn't you enter right away?
And ruin my designer's shoes.
Your shoes?
Even now, just thinking about getting blood on my fabulous footwear, it sends chills down my spine. That's why I hesitated.
You're stupid.
That's terrible. A man was dying and another injured, and you're worried about your shoes?
Need I remind you, there's a court of law. We are not teaching morality here.
Ah, it's almost like
You're
those
here.
concepts are inherently divorced from each other sometimes. That's weird.
We have schools of etiquette and the like for trivial pursuits. It's a favorite board game in the prison.
I was about to say.
You listen to me, you deceptive dandy. Get to the point and be quick about it.
You deceptive dandy. Okay, so not that one. Heard the mayor groan and hid behind the folding screen there. Heard the mayor groan.
Both of them are mayors, right? With me.
No, they're not both mayors. One of them's the
Oh,
alderman, the other
sorry.
one's the mayor. So the mayor being Tenma makes sense that he would groan because he's not dead.
They were fucking.
So how did you see behind the screen?
Yeah.
If I
Right?
need your
Is he
body,
saying-
I'll fuck it.
Could you describe the crime scene in more detail?
We're gonna be like, so where was the screen? he's like, it was blank. So you were behind the screen. What did the screen look like? And he describes it as if he was in front of the screen instead. And we're like, ha. Gotcha,
Is the screen
bitch.
here with us now? And
Wait, where the screen touched you.
on this doll.
On this bottle of cologne.
In Night City, what makes someone a criminal? Getting cock. You can become.
Do I think that it was important?
I'll never tell.
Which
I mean-
statement is this?
So, this one, I pressed the one where he said that he saw a grisly sight, and then it was like, well, what do I want more details about? And I asked about the feathers. I was hoping that he would lie about the feathers, but I think this lines up with the timeline. Because the idea that the feathers and footprints only happened after the door was opened,
Hmm.
right? Wait, no, hold on. Because he's arguing that he was in the room, but he's still arguing that Mayor Tenma was the one who opened the door, right? No, but I think
Okay,
that still matches the timeline. I mean, I could just say that yes, it's important. Have I ever done this and then gotten punished for it? I don't know.
You will now.
I think at worst you'll just waste some time and go down a wrong path.
Must it be added to the testimony?
How does he know that?
Because he was...
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll say, how would you know that?
How would you know that?
What do I present here?
You're bad.
My badge.
Our badge.
Well, because
statue.
the reason why we know that this isn't true is because of Jinxie's statement. Well, not Jinxie's statement, but like Jinxie's witness.
Allegedly.
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 I mean... Press?
Hold it!
I mean, it's the new... it's the new statement, so it has to be this. Because, I
Does
mean,
it
like...
though?
Sorry?
Does it though?
Are you telling me they give me a new statement that there's a possibility that they give me a new statement that's not relevant?
Yes.
Oh, unless
What?
it wasn't important.
Because you picked the wrong option, possibly.
On this one?
Because it wasn't important.
Perhaps.
That's interesting.
Feathers in the tracks.
You already asked about that.
The feathers in the tracks.
Thank you, Grant.
Feathers in the tracks.
Maybe he's asking how he opened it. Can you ask him how?
Can you ask him about the feathers in the tracks?
Good question.
It's also important. Everything's important.
Hold it!
But how could you possibly get the murder weapon wrong? You literally stabbed the motherfucker with it. No.
Interesting.
Yeah, but look, in this image, it doesn't have the red on top of their heads.
Correct. And it's also not broken.
Yeah.
No. So this,
this
I
seems
would
important.
so this I would present because it's like it was covered up.
There's a
No one got to
contradiction,
see
but-
it prior to it being damaged.
Yeah.
Now you're thinking with Lincoln.
Objection!
Lincoln.
Lincoln logs.
Abraham?
Abraham? Some Lincoln logs.
Your lies have finally betrayed you, Mr. LaBelle.
What possibly could you mean?
You said the statue was like a celebration of union between town and village. Isn't that correct?
It is indeed, but what of it? The two yokai are joining hands in goodwill. As if they were celebrating the municipal merger.
Mm-hmm.
This is something the matter.
So, how did you really know what this statue was meant to be a symbol of goodwill again? Or how?
What?
Justice Dono, explain yourself and make it quick. I have poker at 7.
This statue was meant to symbolize goodwill in its original form, but that was a secret.
A secret? Whatever do you mean?
What I mean is that it broke when someone used it to strike Mayor Tenma on the head. What's left clearly makes it look like the two yokai are battling it out.
Eep.
Eep! The statue's secret and its true form were lost inside that locked room. For Miss Tenma was the only living soul who should know about what it once looked like. So, Mr. LaBelle, where could you have possibly seen the statue in its original form? The only possible answer is this. You saw the statue in its original form right there in the room where the alderman was murdered before it was broken. How dare
How dare you?
Mr. Justice, are you accusing the witness with some sort of crime? What crime?
Yeah, we're the only crime that exists in this universe. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I am. Lord LaBelle, I accuse you of the murder of Alderman Rex Cuby.
Ha!
My eyes!
His legs remind me of Shaggy for some reason. The
Sure.
flared out pants at the bottom.
Order! Order! Mr. LaBelle, you've been accused of murder. That's fucking crazy. Do you have anything to say in your defense?
Arg. How could you possibly accuse me, the embodiment
Sorry,
of
I-
beauty?
Someone's busy
Yeah.
not reading her lines.
true.
Sorry, I was filling in.
How could you possibly accuse me, the embodiment of beauty, just because even if you're embodiment of beauty, you can be evil? Way to go, Apollo. This is the conclusive evidence we needed. Magnifico.
We've got you now. We know you killed the alderman. Now admit it. Okay.
He just poisons himself. No. What's happening?
Enough of your silly games, Justice Dono.
There's something silly about my.
I'm looking for inspiration at something down here. This prancing peacock could not possibly be the killer.
Objection!
What are you talking about? His alibi has already crumbled to dust. And I just proved that he was in the Fox chamber while it was still locked tight.
Silence.
Why could he have not seen the statue in its true form before the murder?
Is this the only time when, like, our opposition says, like, silence instead of objection?
Yes.
After all, he was close friends with the alderman.
I'd like silence.
There we go. Vocab word of the day still.
Here we go. Yes, that's right. I clearly remember it now. Alderman QB told me about it. When he was in a
Is he
coma?
paler?
About what the statue actually looked like. He's a vampire in disguise.
Oh.
I mean, he was a good friend of mine. Ah.
You're bullshitting.
Yeah, right. He wouldn't show you a secret gift just like that.
Silence.
Moreover, it has already been proven that he was not present at the scene of the crime.
It has?
Forgotten, have we? Recall the little scamp statement, if you will. When Jinxie Tenma unlocked the Fox Chamber, she saw the alderman and the mayor collapse therein, and no one else.
Behind the... Did we not already describe behind the folding screen?
Oh.
Dang it.
Shit.
The fact is, it was you two who had made that apparent in yesterday's court session. Thus, Florence LaBelle could not have possibly been in that locked room.
A lot of definitive statements here.
No!
I just don't get it. How could Jinxie not have seen LaBelle?
The proof is incontrovertible. That's our new vocab word for the day. No room for debate exists. Am I not right, your baldness?
Do you think he changed his hair color and she just doesn't recognize him every single time he changes hair colors?
Who are you? It does seem awfully conclusive. The facts point to the defendant and victim being the only people in that locked room. Moreover, the defendant has already confessed.
Like, I guess because once again, it's like, I wish that there was some version of Ace Attorney games where it's not a satire, almost, where it's just a, like, logic legal puzzle. Because, like, this motherfucker has lied in court under oath at least 3 times today, and yet we're believing him now? Like, why?
These motherfuckers lying.
Objection.
Like proven to have lied more than... Oh my god. You silenced my objection.
You cannot defend the indefensible. Your role in the charade is over, Justice Dono. You activated my trap card by trying to object. I had prepared action ready. Your baldness. This trial would last an eternity if we were to keep crossing blades with these simpletons.
These two profusely sweating is funny.
It is high time you brought down the hammer of justice.
Justice.
On to
Point
justice.
well made. I believe it's time for Zach to click back into the game.
Sorry.
This court finds the defendant Damien Tenma.
Yeah, hold it. Fuck.
Who said hold it? Oh, it's the data.
Ha ha ha! It would seem that my time is at hand.
Mayor Tenma.
Counselor, there is a matter to which I must testify. I recall it now only good graces.
Counselor. Oh, right, you mean me.
That's us.
Has he finally remembered what happened before that blow to his head?
Bailiff, don't just stand there, seize him. It's no good, I can't resist. He's too powerful.
Ha ha ha! Know me and despair, for I am Tenma Taro, demon lord of the Yokai.
It pans over, there's a Kermit just bloody on the floor impaled with crow feathers.
Mr. Justice, do something!
Mr. Justice, do something. Since when am I responsible for court security?
Apollo, this is our chance. We might get some new information out of him.
Your Honor, seeing as our client has something new to say, I believe due process demands that we hear him out, even if he is a yokai.
Due
You
process.
put it that way. No. Still, I
No.
believe testimony by yokai is unprecedented in the legal world.
It's not like he's a parrot. That'd be simple.
Yeah.
Unprecedented absurdity, more like.
All right then, Mr. Damien Tenma, or should I say Mr. Tenmataro. Your testimony, please. I shall now speak of recollections most real, courtesy of my host, Damien Tenma. Heed these words, mortals, for hear them but once you shall. Ha ha ha!
The
Ruler of demon kind.
Hell yeah, dog.
Barely conscious was Damien there, amid darkness. Suddenly, two yokai did appear. On one side I, Tenmataro, ruler of demon kind. And on the other, my mortal enemy, the nine-tailed fox.
Is he pretty on par so
Wasn't
far?
Jinxie like, she was so freaked out that she was seeing yokai where there were no yokai. And there is this Ninetales wrestling mask, right?
Yeah,
This guy?
the amazing Ninetales mask.
Might have been.
I'll never tell.
They'll never tell.
Oh,
Oh shit! It's just white hair inside. Wouldn't it be cool if we washed this and it's actually blonde hair, which was his original hair color?
Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum.
It turned out it was Black Hole's hair.
so is the defendant asserting that the room he was in was dark at the time? Strange as it may be, yes, indeed. All was in darkness.
And the part about Tenmataro and the nine-tailed fox being there.
Yes, that's too. Tenmataro towered overhead. Nine-tailed fox glittered gold.
Ah, call animal abuse, Your Honor.
It would seem the defendant's recollections are not to be trusted.
Yes, well, truth be told, my host's recollections are still a bit fuzzy. As if half dreamt that happening lingers in his mind.
Oh, we're gonna have to clear the noise of your mind or some bullshit. Oh, God.
You're gonna have to proceed.
Oh yeah, that mechanic does exist.
Oh yeah, that other one.
I can help with my analytical psychology.
My superpowers.
The discord in his heart with
Skype in
my
his heart.
Yeah.
I can sense
The
unusual
team speak
emotions.
of his heart.
Oh god.
Okay, I just hope our findings don't come back to haunt us.
The zoom of his
Again.
heart.
Oh my god.
Ooh, okay. That makes sense. Oh! Wait, why would he be surprised by that?
Hmm?
Well, this is from Damien's point of view.
Why would he
Oh,
be
and
happy?
happy. That's weird. Share something like that.
Trauma.
Yes. Okay. This one's a little bit nice. Assuming we're not wrong, this one's kind of nice because it's more along the lines of what they originally introduced.
Boom, ba-doom, boom, ba-doom, boom, ba-doom.
Ba-doom, ba-doom. When the nine-tailed fox appeared, you not only experienced shock and sadness, but also something like joy as well.
Joy. Perhaps it was joy at the light. I cut out for all of that.
How did you know you did?
Because on one screen I have Discord popped up, and I saw my thing just go dark for a while.
A long and terrible creaking pierced the silence. And then there was light. On the reflection, it was a door that did produce that infernal racket.
A freaking door.
Creaky door.
You must be talking about the forbidden chamber door. It does make a lot of noise.
So this means the forbidden chamber really was opened. But what about the sudden light he described?
I think I know. He mentioned darkness and Tenmataro towering overhead. Maybe the mayor wasn't really in the Fox chamber at the time of the crime? Oh, maybe oh, that's true. Did the darkness that you were in happening to be here?
The duct?
The forbidden chamber. Because it's the big statue of Tenmataro above, right?
Was there not like a light coming in? I don't remember.
No,
like,
that was
the
because
picture.
we opened the door behind us.
Okay.
Take that!
The forbidden chamber. Was it not the Fox chamber where the murder did occur?
Yes, but it all makes sense if you were in the forbidden chamber. That terrible creaking sound was probably the forbidden chamber doors opening. And the towering Tenmataro you saw, most likely the forbidden chamber statue.
Why, yes, that would explain it.
Incredible.
The darkness and the staff in the demon's grasp.
Hey Grant, can you get me that for Christmas? Can you just get me like a cool ass staff?
Just big ass staff, like regular size for that statue. So like 8 feet tall.
Fucking enormous!
Yeah.
But even if all that's true, then what about the nine-tailed fox?
Maybe he was seeing
Because
things,
someone
just like Jinxie
with
and
the
her imaginary
mask,
yokai.
presumably? Fantastico, Apollo! It's entirely possible. It's entirely possible. In a groggy, dreamlike state, people can misremember things and events.
Misremember, you say? Let me think. Oh, I do believe I remember now. That was not the nine-tailed fox. It was.
This does still feel really weird, like how wishy-washy these testimonies are, you know?
Yeah.
It was a 90
The amazing nine-tailed.
Yay! What?
Get him!
You're raising nine tails?
At first, this is but a dream, I thought. Now, however, most certainly do I recall it. It was the amazing Ninetails who did open Forbidden Chamber's door.
But his body was purple. Sorry I asked.
The amazing Ninetails? But that was the victim, Alderman QB, right?
Yeah, why would he open the Forbidden Chamber? Wasn't he trying to keep it sealed?
Never mind that. This is completely new information. Let me enter it and run it through an update.
With your powers.
Child.
Info update. Big evil statue.
Yummy.
Yummy? What do you think it tastes like, Grant?
Chicken.
Chicken. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
How does this image make you
Let me
feel,
tell
Grant?
you something. Let me tell you something. I'm a take the Tenmataro.
The amazing Ninetails had come to the rescue. Isn't that weird? Rescue?
I think he's. I don't. Is he saying it or is the
Yeah, he's saying it.
He's saying.
Ninetails saying it?
He is saying.
Yeah. I would
Who is
say
he in
that's
this
weird.
context?
He, him.
The only
Sounds
guy,
like
the only
Evil
guy who's
Almighty.
talking right now. How would we know what?
Okay.
How would
God.
we know what the amazing Ninetails said?
Me.
I'm gonna say
'Cause we said it.
pinpoint happy again.
No,
Probably.
don't do it. Whoa, it's incorrect. No, you fool. You'll
Why is
lose
he
the whole
not
point.
sad?
You moron.
Why is he happy here
sad?
and not sad here?
Well, because good things are happening in this statement.
Is
Got
it
the
sad?
language.
Door
Pierce
opening
that
is
balloon.
good?
It's true.
Well, it's
yeah,
him
Nintendo
being
Talk.
released.
Or the Amazing Nine Tails. But he's sad again.
Yeah, maybe that's.
Almost
Maybe
as
it's
if he
weird
was
that he's-
expecting someone else.
Why is he sad?
Like my assistant. When the Amazing Nine Tails opened the chamber, banishing the darkness within, you felt joy. But didn't you also feel shock and sadness?
Yes, in the hazy depths of my mind, I do recall something. Sure. I believe it was the Fiend's Cape of Red. For when I did behold it, a great wave of sadness did inexplicitly wash over me.
Okay. A cape of red?
Apollo, we reduced the noise level.
Does
Okay.
He doesn't have a cape though.
He has
certainly not
tail
red.
cape.
Right, but it's not red.
Unless someone sprayed it like that little
he's
spray of
bleeding.
red we saw in the statue.
I mean, that's true. Okay.
Oh, but there's still a little left.
Mayor Tenma, why were you sad when you saw the red cape?
Why indeed?
What could this mean?
I don't know.
I guess his memory is still a little spotty. I know because his latest recollection contradicts the evidence.
Yeah, it's one of those contradictions that slaps you right across the face.
Something this obvious could arise when someone is trying to force a fuzzy memory into a definitive shape. Apollo, I know what you have to do. Smack him on the head again. You need to present evidence that contradicts
Kill
the image
him.
you see.
Okay, so it's basically the same as the usual cross-examination process. Okay. I mean, I'm assuming it's the red cape statement and then we just present the poster.
Yeah. Also, it's weird how this is the second time, or I guess the whatchamacallit, the statue of Tenmataro and the nine-tailed fox is like the second handheld statue used to bludgeon someone in the series, I think.
Very true.
Objection!
You said the Amazing Ninetales cape was red. You sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
Yes, well, I do believe it was a red cape I saw, but
Mayor Tenma, does this cape look red to you?
yes, I'm colorblind. Oh, that certainly does not look red. Not even scarlet or crimson either. Nevertheless, upon my liberation, something red did
Hello?
fill my as yet
Probably the
hazy
blood,
field of view.
you know?
Welcome to the
blood
red dimension.
flowing
black
into
of
his
beating up
eye.
And I thought to myself, the Amazing Ninetales is arrayed. Yes.
Sorry, I might have to find that audio because from our perspective, you cut out, so it said amazing red.
Good, because I fucked it up.
Okay, so you mistook that red something for his cape, huh?
Did
Apparently so.
Remembering it now brings a great sadness upon.
did LaBelle have red hair then?
No, he had red hair.
Oh.
Well, actually,
He's a red herring.
In this case, not because he is actually the
Yeah, he
so
is the
red
murderer.
something probably wasn't a cape after all. Maybe that great sadness he mentioned is what's interfering with his memory.
well, he would have seen the fox chamber behind the Amazing Ninetales. What red object could he have seen there that would have been that shocking? I know. What would it have been?
My bad.
Was the red thing you saw the murder? what
that's
else is
fun.
red?
The statue.
Not really.
You should
Statue.
present the Fime scene Croto.
Okay.
The prime scene Croto.
That Crodo.
Something red that could produce a deep sadness.
I
Could
don't
it
know,
be,
seeing
Mr.
his, like,
Tenma,
kind of
that you saw
friend?
the Alderman's blood?
Yeah.
Blood. Oh, yes, it was blood. Ah. Ooh. It's all coming back to me now. It wasn't a red cape I saw. It was lying behind the amazing Ninetales, the Alderman's bloody body.
Oh!
That's a great face.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Mm.
He was levitating like Sora when it's a game over in Kingdom Hearts.
Bye-bye.
Bye. His noise level is down to 0. I think he's remembered everything now.
So, it's not a lie detector. It just knows when there's a distortion in what you're saying, which is kind of a lie, but not intentional.
Not always intentional, sometimes intentional.
Sometimes, well, that...
It's
because
not
if
a lie detector, it's a truth detector.
Well, I guess that's what I'm getting at, right? Where it's like, okay, so we're using this in order to, like, get him to remember everything clearly. And that's really useful, obviously. But why can't we just use that on fucking LaBelle and be like, did you murder him? And he goes, no. And then Widget goes, liar. Like, why not?
Like he's happy with that statement.
Yeah,
Well,
he's like,
I
I'm
think-
getting away with it.
I think part of it is that for the guys that are using this on, they're mostly, because who have you used it on so far? Jinxie, this guy, who else?
Witness in case 1, didn't we? Because Athena was there. What was the tutorial? There was a tutorial that we did. It wasn't Jinxie.
Hmm.
Jinxie wasn't the tutorial. Whatever.
Oh, Juniper.
There you go.
So yeah, you've only used the people that wanted to help you, that were like actively trying to, like
That's
people that weren't
interesting.
actively trying to deceive you.
That would be an interesting to see how it's like when you try to use it on somebody who's purposely trying to be deceptive.
Yeah.
But the Alderman was the amazing Ninetales, so how exactly would that work?
Hey, I asked you first.
Well, Mr. Justice, you sure know how to make a complicated matter even more complicated.
True, but at the time of the crime, our client was in the Forbidden Chamber. Moreover,
Hoy, don't you think this is strange? The little scamp has already confirmed her father to be in the Fox Chamber. But she said naught about seeing the amazing Ninetales there.
just had to bring that up, didn't you?
Jinxie didn't see LaBelle there. It's so weird. Who really was in that room?
Would the defense care to share any theories with the court? Did you bring enough theories for everyone?
Ugh.
Yes, of course, I can explain it. If I don't, we're in serious trouble.
Not with more of your bluffs and fairy tales, I trust. Fair warning, Justice Dono. I shall have your head if you fail to
Who will
explain
execute
this.
you?
What about a good old-fashioned penalty? Let's see if you have a head worth keeping on your shoulders! First of all, Mr. LaBelle was definitely in the Fox Chamber while it was locked. We also know that Mayor Tenma was in the Forbidden Chamber based on his testimony. These two facts are crucial to my explanation. So let us consider the following question. If the facts point to Florent LaBelle and the victim being there at the scene, why did Jinxie see the victim and her father, Mayor Tenma?
Very good question indeed. I suppose you have an answer for us?
I mean, I would still say the mask. Sadly, you would be
Smokin'.
supposing wrong.
You think she could have mistaken LaBelle for the mayor?
But LaBelle is, or the mayor is literally just like on the table, stabbed to death.
Like, I don't think he would move them.
That happens to the best of us.
Well, she did, then why did she do that?
Well, how about that explanation, Mr. Justice? I believe the time for questions. Friends asserts that Florent LaBelle was at the scene of the crime. However, Jinxie Tenma has testified that she saw her father collapse there. If she has, in fact, misremembered the event, what could have made her do so?
I mean, no, LaBelle was not disguised.
He was not disguised as Tenma.
He was disguised. I think what we're getting at, he was disguised as the Ninetales, right?
Well, actually, wouldn't it be ridiculous if Mayor Tenma was Ninetales, and that's why she assumed that it was her dad because he's wearing his mask?
I don't
So
know.
Because you know how it's like the two wrestlers. Like, imagine if Alderman QB was actually Tenma Taro, and then the Ninetales was actually Mayor Tenma, and it was just like the obvious roles were reversed in the ring, which is like, because remember, it's like a really big deal that you never get your mask removed, right?
That'd be cool.
That would be cool. I don't want to get my head chopped off though. So Adrian,
Pick the middle one.
oh!
The figure Miss Tenmo saw was not her father. It was Florent LaBelle disguised as Damien Tenma.
That is a complete impossibility. Their faces are utterly unlike. How could you explain that away with a mere disguise?
Yes, they both do have incredibly distinctive faces.
Maybe the disguise completely hid his face.
I think Jinxie would have mentioned if she couldn't see her father's face.
And if it was that sort of disguise, wouldn't she have removed it?
No. Oh, right.
Your sword is as dull and small as your mind, Justice Dono. Shall I show you what a truly sharp blade is capable of?
I think I'll pass him. He's dead. Oh my god.
Game over.
He killed him.
Are you okay, Apollo?
I'm not fine, am I?
Well, now that we have that little fairy tale.
How funny would it be if it cut back to Apollo and he's missing like a big chunk of his hair, like his hair spike?
He's bald.
Oh my god.
Your baldness, Apollo. Your verdict, if you will.
Mr. Justice, I believe it's time for a verdict if you have no further arguments.
What's even left for me to do?
Apollo, remember what Mr. Wright always says. When you're stuck in a tight spot, turn the case upside down. Flip
Just
the
start
table.
spewing bullshit. The gravity button.
No!
Has been used in decades.
I don't quite see how it applies here. Still, never hurts to give it a try, I guess. Let's see. Rather than Jinxie didn't remove the disguise, maybe she couldn't remove it. And rather than she didn't tell anyone about the disguise, maybe it was she couldn't talk about it. Superstitions. Oh, come on, this is so on the nose.
Writing on the wall.
Very superstitious. Village in the mountains.
Murder in the room. How do you know what happened, Stevie Wonder?
I saw it. I mean,
Get him!
Like you remember that video that people were passing around for a while where it's like Stevie Wonder's performing piano and then somebody like in the audience throws like a water bottle at him and he deflects it.
Lionel Richie is convinced Stevie Wonder can see, and you know what? I believe him.
Things around. Ah! We got it all backwards.
Apollo?
I think we might have made a huge mistake.
Your baldness, I see no need to further indulge them in their subtle farce. The fence has no proof. They never did, and they never will.
Shut the fuck up, murderer.
Then it seems I must announce my
Objection.
verdict.
Wrong. Incorrect. Loudly. I do have proof.
Do you now?
All right, well, this better be good, Mr. Justice.
Actually,
meter
hold on.
faded.
Saba, didn't I make a joke of like, oh, what if what's-his-face painted his hair, like, what if LaBelle painted his hair white and that's why it's white inside the thing? And then you were like, oh, what if it was Tenma's? Because it's black.
Oh my god.
Is that actually what happened? Does he actually dye his hair white for when he's doing the thing? We can solve the remaining riddles by turning all of our assumptions upside down. Why Jinxie Tenma mistook LaBelle for her father, and why she couldn't remove the costume or tell anyone about it in the first place. These riddles are inextricably linked to Mayor Tenma's secret identity. A shocking secret identity that will turn the entire premise of this case upside down. This piece of evidence clearly reveals Mayor Tenma's secret identity. Ah!
What absolute claptrap, poppycock, balderdash, I'm British now.
What am I about to say? What the fuck?
Baldergate.
Baldur's Gate. We thought the alderman was the amazing Ninetales, and the mayor was Tenma Taro. Oh my god, is that why she's Saba? Is that why she's repeating like all this crazy Tenma Taro shit when she's sleepwalking? Is because it's the mayor practicing for being Tenma Taro in the ring?
That would be pretty interesting.
Oh my god. And it was the basis for the prosecution's entire case against our client. However, we got the whole thing backwards. Mayor Tenma wasn't Tenma Taro at all. He was the amazing Ninetales. Isn't he... It's such a funny picture. Isn't he in the room with us?
What's this?
Yeah, there he is. He's right
Yes.
there. Just tell us, you dork ass.
You'd best explain yourself, Justice Dono, and from where you derive such a far-fetched conclusion.
Jinxie, no doubt, knew the true identity of the amazing Ninetales. But she couldn't tell anyone no matter what. That's why she didn't say it was the amazing Ninetales she saw passed out. Even though, unbeknownst to her, it was really Florent LaBelle in disguise, wearing her dad's suit?
Yes.
I don't think we saw that in the thing.
No, it was a very short cutscene. The accused and that deceitful dandy are utterly dissimilar in physical build and voice. That little scamp would have seen the difference.
Objection!
Remember, Mr. LaBelle has his very own brand of cosmetics. Why couldn't he fake a different build, too?
I mean, have you seen his
What?
suit?
His suit does have shoulders out to ass.
Anyone speaking through a mask would naturally sound different?
Silence.
Why did she not simply pull the mask off?
Because it's a big thing or whatever.
This
Code of
big thing of who gives
A
a
masked
shit.
wrestler's disguise is more precious than life itself. As a huge fan of the amazing Ninetales, she would never dare to unmask him. This case of mistaken identity also explains the riddle of the locked room.
Then by all means, Mr. Justice, answer it for us already.
20 minutes.
First, You are correct. First, Mr. LaBelle entered the room where the mayor and alderman were talking. I suspect he brought with him coffee laced with some sort of sedative. Once the alderman was out cold...
Oh my god.
That's
still
when
from the
Mr.
cutscene.
LaBelle killed him. Next, he took the mayor, who had also been drugged, into the Forbidden Chamber. Then he returned to the Fox Chamber, slipped into some of the mayor's spare clothes. Bro, he had so much fucking time, and completed the disguise by donning the amazing Ninetales mask. His entire charade in place, Mr. LaBelle then let out a scream. Why would he do that? The scream that led Jinxie Tenma to the scene. Oh, because he wanted to frame his boss. Right, okay.
So then, the person who said I killed Alderman QB was...
Yep, that was Florent LaBelle in disguise. The mayor never actually confessed. Hey, do me a quick favor. Can Saba, in Florent LaBelle's voice, can you say, I don't know, Ace Attorney Dual Destinies?
What?
Just say
Okay,
it.
I guess. Ace Attorney Dual Destinies.
All right, very good. Now, Grant, in Mayor Tenma's voice, can you say the same thing?
Ace Attorney Dual Destinies.
You're right, very similar. Enough for a mask
It's
to
basically-
definitely confuse those two.
Yeah, exactly the same.
Like, what would have given it away, which would have been really funny, is if the dialogue said, I, Mayor Tenma, killed Alderman QB.
This is no more than guesswork and speculation. Now stop your jabbering and...
No, you twisted samurai. This time, you stop your jabbering and let me finish making my case.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Once
get
Miss
his ass.
Tenma left the scene, Mr. LaBelle, still wearing the mayor's clothes and mask, opened the Forbidden Chamber. So he could drag the mayor back out into the Fox Chamber.
Oh, so the amazing Ninetales the mayor saw was...
Right, it was LaBelle opening the Forbidden Chamber. The second time LaBelle opened the door to the Forbidden Chamber, he happened to catch the thieving Mr. Filch by surprise. Startled, Mr. Filch, in his Tenmataro disguise, ran as fast as he could away from the room. Feathers and footsteps, got it. As he did, he left behind a trail of feathers and tracks, and gave Miss Tenma the scare of her life in the hallway. With no one left to witness the events that had occurred, Mr. LaBelle then proceeded to drag the sleeping mayor back into the Fox Chamber.
I
Oh.
see. Well, that all certainly does make sense.
Then, after dragging the mayor back into the Fox Chamber, Mr. LaBelle threw the mask out the window and fled the room, which does make sense, because the mask washed up on the river, which would have been below the cliff in the back of the house.
Silence.
For this absurd theory to work, it requires that the defendant be the amazing Ninetales. However, he was the one pushing for the municipal merger. That such an individual could possibly be the amazing Ninetales is preposterous.
Objection.
The mayor was blackmailed into pursuing the merger. Ms. Tenma's life would have been in danger. Oh, but we don't have proof of this.
We had proof of this.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Ms. Tenma's life would
He
have been in
pulled out a
danger.
wrinkled
if he had-
paper. Technically has his fingerprints on it, right?
There you go.
He crumpled our evidence?
That's why he created a secret identity as the Amazing Ninetales.
Yeah. This is madness. No one could possibly hatch such an insane plot.
No one except a killer as insane as his plot, and I'd say Florent LaBelle more than qualifies.
Foolish mortal, it is at your own peril that you forgot who I am.
Mayor Tenma, it's okay now. Jinxie will be safe just as soon as Mr. LaBelle is arrested. You are the Amazing Ninetales, are you not?
Is this Jinxie
It's
now?
gonna be Jinxie being like, oh!
Oh, never mind.
Oh.
He's blonde now?
Yeah, because he washed his hair.
Oh, you have quite the active imagination. Mayor Tenma is not the Amazing Ninetales.
What do you mean?
Well, has the mayor admitted to it yet?
But
We
that's
were literally just talking to him. And even if he did admit to such nonsense, I would reveal the truth behind Ten Mataro right here and now.
What?
Why, you would dare reveal the secret?
Oh, my good friend, the alderman told me all about it. But it wouldn't be good to expose the truth with that superstitions now, would it?
The truth behind Tenmataro? What's he talking about?
So go ahead, say it. Say I am the Amazing Ninetales. I
Say
dare
the
you.
game word. I'll...
Objection!
Wait! Will somebody please explain what's going on here?
Mayor Tenma will do anything to keep the truth behind Tenmataro a secret. A dark, terrible truth that has been kept secret by the village superstitions.
And if the mayor admits to being the Amazing Ninetales, he'll expose this truth?
Right, I won't have him walking free because of some nonsense you made up. Isn't he, like, blackmailing him right now, kind of? In the middle
Again,
of court?
Like verbally blackmailing him.
We don't take blackmail seriously, not like perjury.
So what now, Justice Dono? Without the mayor's admission, your theory is as useless as you are in battle.
I'll show you who's useless.
Apollo, don't you dare give up now!
I know! Your Honor, I believe Mr. LaBelle's statements warrant a thorough cross-examination. After all, the true identity of the Amazing Ninetales is the cornerstone of this case.
You do have a point there.
I do. I'm pointing with my finger.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Fighting with my finger.
Please answer this court, Mr. LaBelle. Is the defendant the Amazing Ninetales or
Witness testimony.
True identity, mayor would never admit. But if he did, I would say something.
I guess I would press that last statement, because what do you mean? Talk about out of the pot and into the fire. At this rate, the mayor will be found guilty for sure. Why? It's so clearly not him.
honestly speaking, if Mayor Damien Turner is not the Ninetales, I'm afraid I don't see how the defense has much of a case.
Oh, and let's just leave it at that, shall we? We all know Alderman QB was the Amazing Ninetales anyway. I mean, that's how Ninetales Vale made a comeback. The Alderman was so popular.
There's gotta be a hole in that testimony somewhere. I don't even know where
There's
to
gotta
start.
be a hole somewhere. Since we don't have any proof that the mayor is the Amazing Ninetales, then we'll just have to get him to admit it himself.
But if he admits it, LaBelle's going to expose the secret behind Tenmataro. We're so close. I know it.
The defense may cross-examine the witness. For now.
Good lord. I want to press statement 5. Does anybody disagree with that?
Go for it, man.
No.
Don't overthink it, Zach. You're doing great.
Tired, man.
Don't overthink it.
I still have to. I'm still doing the pinball thing.
Hold it!
Don't overthink it, but do overthink it.
Oh,
Ooh. You're a pinball wizard, Zach?
pinball.
Kimball?
Tenmataro isn't actually Tenmataro. He's also the nine-tailed fox.
Oh, yeah.
With his
It's a great
Tenmataro is a great
green.
inspiring. Yeah, I'm about to say the treasure that his grandpappy already stole.
And it went back to the people, so is it hiding in plain sight?
Away from the forbidden chamber and the treasure within. That's how the treasure has been kept secret all this time.
Except if it's already been stolen, then it doesn't matter.
Right, correct. It seems like Ace Attorney roll credits.
Tragedy is doomed to repeat itself as long as Tenmataro exists. That's why the secret must be protected. So there's not a rampage of people trying to go money.
Money.
Please let us see with your testimony. Tragedy is doomed to repeat. As long as
Yes, so
doomed
but
to-
can you I mean you can't use
Well, you have the calling card, right? The statue,
This
if
guy?
you will.
Oh, okay.
Objection!
If this
Because
was
this is
presented
referring
to be
to
like it's already
Tenmataro, the
gone.
treasure, not... What if Tenmataro no longer existed? Revealing the truth would no longer be an issue, would it?
If Tenmataro no longer existed? Oh, what on earth are you talking about?
Oh, apparently you hadn't heard. Tenmataro no longer exists. But I guess you didn't get to do a thorough search after the key was taken from you. Because when we searched the Forbidden Chamber, there wasn't any treasure in there.
Really? Well, maybe you weren't looking in the right place.
Sorry, but I have proof that Tenmataro no longer exists. Take a look at this figure.
What do we have here? Looks like some sort of treasure.
We found this in the Forbidden Chamber. It's an Azuki Kozo figure. The great thief Azuki Kozo used to leave them at the scene of his crimes.
Are you suggesting that Tenmataro has been stolen?
Yep, Phineas Filch's grandfather, Master Thief, was the culprit.
And by that hideous moronic caretaker's grandfather, no less? No! My beautiful golden Tenmataro was.
The greed inspired by Tenmataro can no longer bring ruin upon Ninetails Vale. Isn't that right, Mayor Tenma?
The root of tragedy would indeed seem to be gone.
In fact, I now recall the alderman revealing a secret to me on the day of our meeting.
That was a good switch up. Nice.
He must have been speaking of Tenmataro. For he said to me, the gold ingot was gone.
The gold ingot? You mean the treasure that is Tenmataro's true form?
Recall, if you will, the scroll in the Forbidden Chamber. Tenmataro is the yellowish object shown there. A giant gold ingot that my nomadic ancestors bestowed upon Ninetails Vale. In return for that gold, my ancestors did receive from Ninetails Vale land that would become Tenma Town.
Okay.
But drive the villagers mad with greed did that great fortune. Bitter was their greed-fueled battle. It was as if they were possessed. My ancestors' gold became a curse upon their village, a curse of ruin. Thus it was that the Yokai Tenmataro came to be.
It's really cool. So Temataro and the village superstitions were merely fairy tales to scare people away.
Fairy tale or not, Temataro made quite the mess of things.
Yes, indeed, for there is no greater monster than a mortal man's lust for gold.
Well, you know what they say. The love of money is the root of all evil.
Black was like, what are you, some sort of card-carrying communist? Get out of here. We're in America. I love
My
capitalism.
ancestors did bring a terrible thing here to Ninetales Vale. A thing so terrible that Tenmataro, a monster just as terrible, had to be created to keep it a secret. Yet we have naught but love for the little to which we owe our very existence. Tenma Town will never seek to take over Ninetales Vale in a merger.
Oh my, that was quite a shocking lesson in history.
Mr. Mayor, now that we know Temataro no longer exists, are you ready to admit your secret? You are the amazing Ninetales, are you not?
No,
No,
don't
don't
do
do
it. Please, no.
No.
Be gone, you demented demon!
No, where was I? The Golden Lord of Yokai. The amazing Nine Tails is indeed me.
Damn, son,
Dude,
you're
you're
ripped as fuck.
Hell yeah.
Jesus.
We support.
And that means... Jinxie!
Yes.
The man wearing the mayor's clothes, who you saw collapsed in the fox chamber. Was he wearing the amazing Ninetales' mask?
Uh-huh. That's what made me think it was Papa. He said he was going to reveal the secret identity Alderman Cuby that day, so... So it really wasn't Papa I saw there, was it?
It was Florence' ideas from the start. He advised me to reveal my secret identity to the alderman.
Yeesh. Your Goldberg machines have less elaborate setups than LaBelle's scheme.
You may rest now, easy little Jinxie. That monster's deception is through. Ha ha ha!
The true facts behind this case have finally come to light. Mayor Tenma did not kill Alderman Cuby, but Florent LaBelle did.
How dare you, peasant! No!
Muscle man.
What do you mean silence? What could you possibly do to contradict this?
Sorry, I was telling my hog to be quiet. Justice done. You should at least have a real blade in your hands if you desire to cross swords with me.
Oh my god.
Or have you mistaken this battlefield for a training ground?
What's this guy want now?
Evidence is like a razor-sharp blade that cuts through bone as if it were butter.
I have to know what the fuck he's about to say, and then we'll instruct.
But you have only blind guesses, a dull blade incapable of cutting even a cake.
He has you
What do
there.
you mean?
What do you mean he has you there?
He has you there.
He got
That's
you.
not
He burned your ass.
Evidence is everything in a court of law.
What?
They're right. Let's see some evidence.
There's like 20 minutes left in this case.
Perfect being like me wouldn't leave any
There's
incriminating
20
evidence
minutes
behind.
left.
There's like 15 or 20 minutes, I think. Maybe less.
What if we just go without voice acting?
Probably shorter.
Okay.
Like 5 or 10, depending on how fast we can go.
Okay, let's go.
Speed run.
Speed.
Speed run. Speed
Laughing.
run.
Laughing.
Laughing.
Hog.
Words.
Hog. Samurai. Swords.
Samurai.
Live or die.
Bird.
Make evidence appear now.
Of course you do.
Nope.
No. Oh no. I was about to say, is it nope because he crushed it?
Oh my god! Hello?
Whoa.
This is
What
the
the
first time
fuck?
I've seen this.
It's his new powers.
Was
He's getting new
damning evidence
powers.
against the mayor was the crime
getting
scene
new
itself.
powers.
The mayor and the victim were the only two people found inside the building. Also, we thought the alderman was killed because he was the alderman.
Zach, you said no. You said no. The talking. Fester.
I need to Saba, I need to
Speed
know
run.
what the fucking
Speed
puzzle
run.
is.
No, you don't.
What the fuck?
Ninetales is Kedba.
He's
Jinxie
dead.
saw wrong. Those are the facts. LaBelle says there is no evidence.
Hops.
But he did.
Maybe he's fucking stupid. Whoa.
I would say the Amazing Ninetales mask, right?
Yeah, it's the mask.
Because he discarded it, yeah.
He discarded it and it had his hair in it.
This is cool.
So DNA, right? Basically, the hair
DNA
is the DNA.
from the hair. Patch of gold fur?
It's the hair. The hair.
Wait, is his hair
Hair, I tell
is LaBelle's natural hair color fucking bleach white?
It's hip to be hair.
It's hip to be hair.
So you have to say
Go on,
plural.
LaBelle.
So.
This is kind of sick.
The white hair is LaBelle's.
Oh, right.
What the fuck is this Evangelion screenshot? What the
I
fuck?
love this. This is cool.
That's kind of sick.
Whoa.
Yo,
We
we
just
went into
exited his
his
brain.
we went into his big ass forehead.
Words and stuff.
Words and stuff.
Look at my badge. I mean, this mask.
Look at this mask.
Look at this photograph.
So the hair is not his. Ha ha.
He who.
Evidence.
Evidence. Does whatever evidence can.
You think my hair is white?
I've never had hideous hair. That's
I've
white.
never had hair.
Shut up and look at my hog.
Oh, nice.
What are you talking
hog.
about? This is actual DNA. You can test.
Objection!
Mosquito smash mill.
Fatal,
What the
fatal
fuck?
error. What was it? What happened with his eyes there? Did they just flash?
Yeah.
They went boing, boing, boing.
No, no, wait,
That's
wait.
me when I see a big pair of honkers.
That's me when I see a big hog.
Yes.
That's me when I see a hog.
Okay, the hairspray, right?
I would say so, yeah.
It's color me label.
Oh!
Hairspray.
That was going
So
sick,
first
insane.
Spider-Man and now Batman.
He's fake. Freaky work of fiction.
That's my nickname in high school.
Dump a bucket of water on his head.
Drown him.
Look, DNA test.
DNA spelled backwards is and.
Come on, what's your breakdown?
It's happening right
Oh
now.
my god!
Oh, he's spraying
Oh
so
my
much.
Oh
Jesus!
my god.
Oh my god.
Actually,
I
nightmarish.
can't breathe anymore. Look, it's right.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
911.
This is not
He's
how.
actually like 40 years older than he
The
actually said he
project
was.
is off. This is Lavelle.
Everyone's canceling.
The sponsor are pulled out. Lavelle speaking.
I'm fired.
I'm fired. You look over and Ted was literally 10 feet away with his phone. Yes, you're fired.
They're fired.
You're
There's a
fucking fired.
stratospheric damages claim against me. Holy fuck.
Stick a fork in me.
They're fucking me up. Done.
He's the Joker, baby.
This is fucking idiotic.
Jesus.
What kind of moron has white hair?
It says the guy who's got like half of like a quarter of his hair white.
I don't know what
Very
you're talking
bald
about.
and
It's
white
cool
hair.
when I do it.
That shit was crazy.
Oh, it's fucking insane.
Just like that other lawyer, Phoenix Wright.
I
He
hate
is
him.
my mentor
I
after
hate
all.
him. I hate his guts. I hope he's dead.
Yeah. Phoenix in the gallery, like, oh.
They do it with a sprinkler. Okay, motive of course was to steal the gold. Yep. I cannot go any faster. It won't let me.
Make time go.
So he still wanted to kill, like his plan included killing.
He wanted to. He
The
knew
guy.
that. He knew that stealing the ingot would be a crime. Period. So he was like, "Oh, I'll do a bigger crime, so that way, and then pin it on my boss, so that way they focus on that instead of my theft."
Yeah.
I don't know. Like that was a big gold ingot, but like, I mean, it's already been stolen, right? So like, clearly,
he's not
clearly,
yet.
the grandpappy didn't do anything with it. Unless
Maybe
unless he
golden men
unless
were
he
hidden.
was telling the truth and he did actually distribute it to everybody, in which case that's kind of sick.
That's kind of based.
It was kind of
Only if it's
base.
true.
It's pretty cool.
Not guilty.
Yay! What do you think of my favorite case of the series? I love this game. It's
That
got
was
fucking
really fun.
wrestlers. It's got yokai.
It's got wrestlers, it's got
Got everything.
yokai, it's got a really good prosecutor. Like he's really fun. The only thing I don't really know if I super adore is that like you start knowing who the murderer is immediately. So it's like, but they do kind of throw out red herrings, right? Like with the white hair and the mask, it's like, oh well, you assume it's Alderman QB just like everybody else, but
There's a
actually
ginormous
it's
one,
you know the person with all the colorful hair.
We
don't know. It was
did
good.
it.
Yeah.
It's not April 19th. It's June 14th. Cool.
Jack, you're dating the VOD. For thousands of viewers.
No,
Steven,
Jack!
you recorded this. It's not live.
They're not gonna be able to relate.
There's one thing I can't relate to. It's when I know that something was pre-recorded and not
Why
done
didn't he
live.
kill
True.
How could he have set up the mayor?
Okay. I mean,
Oh.
it's a very convoluted scheme, though. Can you fit in frame, please?
I am too tall.
Why are you acting like Temataro again? Ah! Hurt your chin.
Aw. They reunited.
It's a very cute case. It's definitely cockamamie in terms of like the vision thing and the emotions thing, like getting in there. But it's like it feels of a quality that would be in the original trilogy, which I do appreciate. It feels like it feels consistent enough that it's like clearly they thought about it, which is good.
I'm glad I didn't just remember this case as clearly better than it was. I do remember loving this case compared to the others. Like the case after this, I think is fine. It didn't capture me as nearly as much as this one.
Well, luckily we're taking a nice long break from Ace Attorney for a bit, and then we'll come back with case 3 and 4.
Yeah.
What are we playing next?
I have no idea.
Tic-tac-toe.
Mirror's Edge.
I don't know about Mirror's Edge.
Again.
There was a part of me that was like, how bad would it be to do Kingdom Hearts?
Oh, Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts.
I don't think you're gonna get back to doing Ace Attorney.
Not all of it. It would just be like, it would be Kingdom Hearts 1, and then we would do something else, and then we'd do Ace Attorney.
They put bugs in him.
They put bugs
You
in
wouldn't
him.
even get to Recoded though.
Yeah.
I'm literally all I own is Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3. I think.
It's the worst one.
And that's in Zach's tone of voice. How long could they possibly be?
It's the mask.
Okay.
Is it the mask?
Thank you.
It's so that he can return as a wrestler again.
Nice. I cannot keep my fans waiting.
Oh, cutscene!
Oh my god, this horrifying creature. Oh my... Oh! He was just wearing that?
He's always ready.
Yo!
He's so swole. Look at that fucking bicep.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, he's so fucking swole.
That's really fun. Man.
Amazing.
We did it!
Yay!
Yay.
We saved the city.
High five, everyone.
Yay. High five. Nice.
It's all because we believed in our client.
We believed in ourselves.
It was also because of some random bullshit
believe.
Oh,
psychology.
wait, look.
What?
Hang on, keep going. They're gonna reference an old game.
Or you might start looking up at me. I'm just getting started. Stuff in
I've got a hollow leg.
Good luck with that, okay.
Elden
Noodles! Yay!
The guy with JoJo poses in the middle of the night playing his harmonica.
Oh my
Hell
god.
yeah.
I still think about, I was gonna say, seeing all these, the only thing I can think of is that fucking black and white photo of him JoJo posing harmonica in the middle of the night. Just like, it could stand you to be anyone.
So hot,
So
salty.
good. And salty.
2 bowls would
Alright,
kill a
yeah,
man.
yeah. And then they went to Eldians and they never did anything else, and they lost their houses because there was no more jobs. No one ever got crimed again.
Oh my god. This whole thing was a precursor to speaking about like edgy Apollo now.
This was
That's
Athena's
true.
first case.
Cozy office. Oh man, we were having such a fun time with this really compelling and interesting case. It's a shame we had to go back to edgy present day.
Also, it's weird that Athena's first case was with Blackwell, and then her second case was with a pain.
Correct. But it was the first one where she had to take over for a little bit.
I guess that's true. The first one she was like lead, not co-counsel.
Yeah. Yay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
God, I love this case. I love Jinxie. She's my favorite.
Jinxie's very fun. I don't know.
She
I don't
does-
think there were any characters that I disliked in this.
Jinxie did like the slapstick thing in a way that didn't feel abusive.
I
Or
really
like you say something and then she hits you, but it was like with a fucking paper tag. So.
Are we gonna get it? Yeah, there you go. That's what I
Legal
wanted.
Academy.
Intro cutscene. Intro
Prestigious
cutscene.
high school with alumni in the highest echelons of the legal world.
Who's voicing this?
Oh, if they show the killer, you're not gonna believe what he fucking looks like.
They're dissolving.
Oh my god. Thanos.
Oh no, not rumors in an
I was gonna say it's
academy.
bullies.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, group of girls. Except for that one dude, I guess. Or is that, I don't know who the top guy's a good dude either. But bullying, murder.
Okay. It appears as if it's bullies retaliating against, or kids that were bullied retaliating against their bully, maybe.
Okay.
At least that's what it
Or
is.
bullying
At least
gone
that's
too
what it
far.
implies. All right, cool. We're done.
We're done.
Congratulations, everybody. Have a good rest of your weekend.
Stream's done
We
forever.
did it. Now I can
Goodbye,
fucking close off this god
everybody.
awful software. All right, goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Hang on, wait.
Wait.
There we go.
Dismissed!
Dismiss!
There we go.
Nice.
Yeah.